Drugs are great. Drugs make me strong. Drugs make me smart. Drugs make me feel good. Drugs make me cool.
All right, we're on.
What's good? We're back.
Disco Acid Cult TV. I actually already kind of mad. I found some other like audio that I want to put into the intro instead of Gene Simmons saying drugs make me cool.
What is it?
It's just something like I don't want to say less provocative, but it's Ricky Rackman from back in the 80s when he ran the Cat House, this venue on the Sunset Strip. And there's a clip from him in this documentary where he's talking about the club, and he says, a lot of girls come to the club. We only play rock and roll. Other clubs, they play some rock and roll, but we only play rock and roll. And then I'm just like, well, that's I like that, and it's a little less like on the nose provocative than drugs make me cool.
Yeah, true. And the mentioning of drugs right at the beginning of the video, YouTube might not like that much.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's done damage. I mean, there's nothing you could do at this point that would damage us that I would notice. But yeah, I figured it'd be something that's just a little easier on the ears right away.
Yeah, I will say I do like the new intro song a lot. It's grown on me.
I hated that it was a minute at first, but now I think, well, if there ever does come a day, like realistically, most streams do that like 5-minute countdown before they even go on.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter to me that much, if anything. I should have done like a whole like 5-minute intro. I just don't. Now I'm pretty good at like, I don't sit down until when I was doing like the 2 songs for a whole intro, I literally would like hit start and then like I'd go to the bathroom and then like I'd turn my TV down or turn the lights on or something. Now I just get up and do all that before I actually get on.
Yeah, I think in terms of intros, my favorite's between the current one and then the old Manson one. I like that one a lot.
The Manson one is still cool. I don't want to throw people off into thinking it's true crime.
Yeah, it's a Manson channel.
I kind of figured maybe the song was like lighthearted enough that they would get the idea that, okay, this is just supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
But you never know with people, they might think it's a true crime channel.
Yeah, well, he has quite the cult following, though. Like, he's like, if people find something about Manson, like, they only want Manson material if they're going to follow.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to grow, like when I was doing the original Instagram page, if you just post Manson stuff and you're good at doing edits, what you do is you go through his interviews, all his interviews he did on TV, like in the 80s and 90s, and you know, usually they're anywhere from like 20 minutes to an hour, like 45 minutes. You just go through you comb through the whole interview and you look for moments where, you know, because they're all scattered, they're all over the place throughout the whole time, but he will return to the same subjects throughout the same interview. So like every time he mentions anything to do with American history in one interview, you grab all those and you put those together, so you kind of have a coherent 1-minute video. Like here's him talking about history for a minute or something.
Yeah, true.
And then you can do a lot of funny stuff, just because there's plenty of funny stuff that he said, like him and Geraldo Rivero like trying to fight each other.
Nice.
But yeah, it's the easiest way. People, there's a big Manson group on the internet. One thing that sucks is that a lot of them now are like MK Ultra. They're like MK Ultra crossovers. But yeah, no, that's an easy way to. The only thing that sucks is you'll get in trouble. Like I still, when I do go back over and visit the old page, I'll still go back on there for the first time in like 2 months.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, oh, these 2 posts were taken down for violating some kind of, and they're posts from like 3 years ago or something.
Damn, what kind of violations is it violating?
A lot of it's hate crime or like hate organization, like promoting hate, kind of that stuff. You know, Manson has the swastika on his head, so that's always trouble.
Oh yeah, true.
Richard Ramirez gets you in trouble a lot for some reason. Like if you post him, you're liable to get in trouble for shit. It'll be like promoting hate or violence. That's the one, and I'm pretty sure that's like a bad one. Like that's like they'll start watching you.
What did Richard Ramirez do?
Oh, he was a serial killer in the 80s.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
He was he's the Mexican guy with the long hair. He was, like, rather blunt about it. Like, he was, like, driving down the highway of Los Angeles, listening to Highway to Hell, talking
Mm.
about worshiping the devil.
Oh, damn.
He was known for, like, he would break into, like a 74-year-old woman's house after she got home from grocery shopping. He would walk in with a gun or a knife, and he would make her say that she loves Satan, and then he would kill her. Like, or
Dang.
I'm pretty sure he, uh, uh, what's the I'm trying to think of, like, a funny way to say the rape word, but I can't think of one, but,
The
like
rape
a
word.
grandmother, like an 80-year-old woman, like,
Ooh,
yeah, all kinds of crazy shit, and
dude, that's horrible.
yeah, Rob Zombie has this old promotional picture that says, "Say you love Satan," and that's like
Mm.
a Richard Ramirez quote. Is he'd say, "Say you love Satan," and then they say, "I love Satan," and then he just kill him anyways. Like,
That's wild. How'd they end up getting him?
it's actually awesome. A Mexican community found him, so he was just on. It's funny because if you watch any of the documentaries, there's how there's always one detective that kind of gets attached to each of these famous.
Yeah, yeah.
Any documentary, there's this detective, and he's always like, yeah, we were onto him. We got his shoe print at one of his things, so we knew that he had to be wearing these kind of shoes. And it's like, bro, you had nothing. The way he got found was they did get a sketch. Somebody got a sketch to a sketch artist,
Yeah.
and Richard Ramirez was walking around basically in like a community they describe as like a little Mexico of LA, like a straight up Spanish speaking community.
Yeah, probably East LA.
And they recognized him. And so this group of Mexicans beat his ass in the middle of the street and called the cops. And it was, like, so bad that the pictures of him you can find pictures of him with, like, the whole head bandage, like, around like, they whooped him so bad.
Dude, that's awesome. You got caught by a group of cholos just kicking it.
Yeah, because Mexicans didn't like him because he made Mexicans look bad.
Yeah, making them look bad. Totally.
So, yeah, it was just, he was just walking around the wrong neighborhood, and they recognized him, and they just whooped him. And
That's
then,
awesome.
apparently, it was, like, one of those things, like, he was gonna die, like, they were gonna kill him, and the cops showed up, and they were like, "Okay, you guys, we got it from here." Like,
Nice. Dude, that's tight. That's a fucking sick ass story.
it is one of the cooler, true crime stories, but yeah, it's always funny, you watch the documentaries and that detective, it's some Mexican guy, and he's always like, "Yeah, we were on to him," and it's like, "Dude, you guys had nothing." Like,
Hey.
this guy was taking you guys for a ride, and because of a Mexican community, that's how you caught him, and you just wanna play, detective and do all the Netflix documentaries, and
Yeah, hype yourself up like you did anything.
yeah, no, they were, like, 2 steps behind him at all times. I mean, it was the '80s, so it's,
Yeah, I feel like the detectives are horrible at catching serial killers. Like, didn't they never catch the Zodiac killer? Like, he died and they like never confirmed his identity and all that shit.
Yeah, they still don't know. We don't know who it is. There's some people
Yeah,
that will swear we do. There's always little things here and there that pop up, like, oh, they did.
yeah,
There's a couple names. There's like a handful of names. I think it was like one of Miles's uncles or something got interrogated one time. They thought he was a suspect for the Zodiac killer.
dude. What did Mom say?
I think this might have been before he was born.
Oh, okay.
Like, way then Miles just had, some of his family members were kind of rough back in their day, and he
Yeah,
got mixed up in some group or some crime or trouble, and yeah, that he got like he got somewhere on a suspect list. He was like low down. He wasn't like they were going
yeah,
after him, but they did bring him in for questioning, I guess, at one point.
dude, that's crazy. That's a pretty cool story, actually.
Yeah, and it was either the Zodiac or it was the East Bay Area rapist guy. It was one of those
Yeah, I
two.
remember that story.
But, yeah, no, they never caught the Zodiac, like, technically. There's just,
Damn.
there's a couple names they think it could be or they're, like, the popular names among the group, but,
Yeah,
yeah, pretty much all up until, like, the 2000s, they were really bad at catching him. Like, the only reason BTK got caught was because he was stupid, and he emailed them. That's actually, like, the funniest one. Do you know Dennis Rader, like, the BTK guy?
no, I don't think so. Who's BTK?
It stands for he named himself. It stands for bind, torture, kill. He's like the most stereotypical. Like, he looks like grandpa. Like, he's got the Hulk Hogan hair. Like,
Yeah,
he looks like one of those like very stereotypical. Like, oh yeah, that guy would be out like killing people. But he never got caught. Like 70s through 80s, and he would take like 10-year long breaks between kills. Like, just almost was like the ultimate at this job, and then one day in, like, 2004, he comes back up out of nowhere after being, like, dormant for so long,
yeah.
and he straight up because he was also kinda Zodiac-ish in the way that he would send the police things and send the newspaper
Oh,
stuff, like, he liked
he
that.
was playing with them. Yeah.
So he emailed the cops, it was either email or sent them a letter, something to do with like that in like 2004. And he straight up said, I have a floppy disk with a bunch of info if you guys want it, but I need you to guarantee me that you can't trace me through the floppy disk. So the cops were like, yeah, sure. We have no idea how to track you through the floppy disk. Sure enough, he sends them the floppy disk, and sure enough, they go on there and it's got his church address that it was made on, and it's like his name is right there, like all his information, of
So
course.
he's fucking stupid.
Yeah. Which is funny because he was like a genius throughout all of history, and then technology kind of surpassed him.
Yeah. I was
Kinda
gonna
what
say he's so
happened.
stupid when it comes to technology. He got himself caught, dude. That's fucking sick.
Yeah, like, why would you ask the cops that question? Like, of course they're gonna tell you no, they can't
Yeah,
track
he
you.
expected them to be honest and say, "Oh, no, we can't track you."
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a funny one too, and it's funny that he would have gotten away with it too if he just never would have,
Yeah, sent
like,
the floppy disk.
yeah, got caught up in that shit. I think he was kind of crazy too. Some people think he's boring because he was mostly a strangler, but I'm pretty sure he like hung an 8-year-old from a pipe in a basement, like
Dude,
like crazy shit like that
that's
too.
wild.
It might have even been like a 6, like it was a young fucking kid. It was ridiculous.
Jeez.
I did see a viewer account like drop, as I said. I always notice myself saying something's funny, and like the viewer account will drop by like 1, and I always think it's funny.
Someone clicked on and then immediately clicked off.
As I'm talking about hanging 8-year-olds.
Damn.
But do you want to do Dragon Ball GT first or what?
Yeah, just to get it out the way.
I feel like we're I don't know. I keep feeling like we're starting to get into serious stuff. Episode 18 I thought was kind of a waste again.
You think so? Why?
Well, Goku fighting robots was cool,
Yeah.
but it was just kind of him messing with them the whole time, and then he very quickly defeated them. I guess it does make sense that he's basically been hiding his power this whole time, which now makes sense because it was a good thing. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got it out right now or whatever. So 18, I just wrote after Pan. Yeah, last time we were there, Pan defeated one of the robots from the Sigma Force. So now there's 3 of them left. So Trunks takes Pan back to the ship while Goku challenges the 3 remaining robots. And the whole episode is just kind of him fucking with the robots. Like they're just kind of
Yeah, they
they're
burn his
fighting,
ass and all
and
that shit.
yeah, Goku's not taking it too seriously. General Rildo's watching as they're fighting, and he's getting mad.
Yeah.
Finally, toward the end, Goku whoops the robots, and then back at the ship, Trunks realizes that the ship has been ransacked and they took the Dragon Balls. And once Goku beats the robots, Goku realizes that Rildo is flying toward the ship where Trunks and Pan are. So Goku intercepts. And then episode 19, Goku meets up with Trunks and Pan at the ship, followed by General Rildo. And Goku tells Pan that Rildo is stronger than Majin Buu, which I thought was interesting. Like a very
Finally,
specific.
because there's a lot of like retarded Dragon Ball fans who try and say that like all the GT villains are weaker than Super Buu, which is stupid. They've just never seen the show. But yeah, from here on out, every villain is stronger than the strongest form of Buu.
And then Pan, just kind of being mad, attacks Rildo and actually knocks him down, which surprises Goku and Trunks. But then Rildo tells them the plan. The plan is that Dr. Mew wants to replace all of life in the galaxy with his robots, which they call them mutants, which kind of pisses
Yeah.
me off because they're well, General Rildo would be a cyborg. It sounds like he used to be a human.
Yeah, in the Japanese version, they call them machine mutants, like half machine, half like weird like alien mutant thing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then things like the Sigma Force would be pure robots. But I know Dragon Ball doesn't care because technically androids 17 and 18 are also cyborgs, but they call them
androids. Yeah.
I never knew they had a backstory. I was on the Dragon Ball wiki one day, and it said they were like real brother and sister, and Dr. Gero kidnapped them in turn. Then I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of dark. They were just like at a gas station, and they got kidnapped by Dr. Gero.
Yeah, they got kidnapped. They used to be humans. They have names too. It's like Lapis and Lazul or some shit like that. But yeah, they were just normal people.
Yeah, crazy shit.
Yep.
So, General Rildo tells the plan, and he launched. So I actually kind of hated it. I hated how they did Trunks in this episode. Rildo launches some beam out of his mouth at Pan, and Trunks intercepts it and takes the hit, and it turns him into basically the Burger King gold slabs of Pokemon that you got from the Pokeballs.
Yeah, I remember those. Yeah,
It's kind of turns him into metal. And then it immediately transmits him back to the lab, where then he'll be transmitted to Dr. Mew's lab. And it's like, I feel like he should be one of those unbeatable people too with that power. Like, there's no reason he should be fighting this long with Goku. Like, he had multiple moments in that fight that is upcoming with Goku, where he could have hit him with that mouth beam. Like that just seems like the undefeatable move.
Yeah, could hit him with the beam. That's true.
But I wish they wouldn't have knocked or taken Trunks out like that.
Yeah, it reminded me of. Do you remember Dabura and he spits on people and they turn to stone?
Yeah.
It reminded me of his fight with Gohan, where I'm like, why doesn't he just spit on him the whole time? You know, pause. But why doesn't he spit on him and turn him to stone?
There are even fights where like somebody will punch somebody so hard in the stomach the spit comes out of their mouth. Like how does that
Yeah.
not happen? And it turns him into stone or something.
Oh, facts. The Rodo Goku fight is pretty sick though for episode 19.
Yeah, it does get pretty cool here.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Trunks is out. Sent back to the lab. Pan flies to find Trunks, and Goku and Rildo finally prepare to fight.
Yeah.
So Pan starts blowing up Rildo's lab, and she finds Trunks just as soon as he is sent to Dr. Mew's lab. So Trunks is out. Trunks is off in some undisclosed location wherever Dr. Mew's lair is. And the Sigma Force shows back up to the fight with Goku and Rildo. They grab onto Goku, and then he immediately blows them up again by turning Super Saiyan.
Yup.
They've been fighting throughout this whole episode, basically. I just didn't write down, like, straight choreography and shit.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
They do have a decent fight. At the very end, Rildo turns into a Mega Man villain where he gets like a drill hand. He calls him. I love how he yells his name. Metal Rildo.
Yeah, Hyper Metal Rildo, and then transforms.
And so next episode, the episode ends there, and we're gonna get the full fight between Super Saiyan Goku and Metal Rildo.
Yeah.
But
I thought 18 was kind of dumb, but not dumb, but yeah, it was more just like building up to 19, and 19 is building up to 20. But I do like that we're in the good. We're getting to the. I'd say like we're in the beginning of the good arc of the show.
yeah, to me, it's I'm mostly just waiting for Baby at this point, honestly.
Yeah, right. Do you know the twist about Baby?
The fact that Vegeta's family killed him,
No,
or
not that
killed his
part.
people.
Like how he's made and all that, or if not, I won't spoil it. But it's a fucking crazy plot. Like
I don't remember how he was made. I just know that he's got beef with Vegeta personally.
Yeah, because he's the he's the Tuffle or whatever.
I've been scrolling clips still, and I found some clips of when Tuffles takes over Goku or Goten and Gohan, and Vegeta has to fight them. And I already have a problem. I already have a complaint with the way that Tuffles takes over bodies.
What?
It's so with I think it's with Goten and Vegeta, it's done through a cut.
Yeah.
But with Gohan, there was no cut. Unless the clip that I happened to watch skipped the cut.
No, the clip probably skipped it because he does it does
Okay.
go that way, yeah.
Because in the
sure.
clip that I saw, Gohan launches a Kamehameha and Tuffles, slimes up through it, and then he just surrounds his entire body.
Baby, yeah.
And takes over. And so it's like, where's the cut in that one? But like I said, maybe it skipped it in this clip.
Yeah, it could have skipped it in the clip because I remember in the clip that I've seen, he Gohan like launches a blast and then Gohan and Goten like a launch or a blast gets launched and then Baby shoots through the blast and goes in the cut.
The best clip I saw was I saw him take over Goten, and I forget that Goten was a Chad in Dragon Ball GT.
Gets all the
and he's on a date with some girl, and when Baby rolls up, yeah, that part was great.
Nah, Goten is fucking awesome in GT. A lot of people hate on it, but I'm like why is that a bad thing?
He's like a full blown probably a junior. What do they say his grade? Because I would assume he's a junior in high school.
I think it's implied that he's like freshly out of high school. Like he's like
Okay.
18 years old, like would be a college age student. He only cares about getting bitches. That's why I didn't go with them in the first place. He's like, oh, I have a date, I can't go.
Yeah, and then he tried to call off the date by letting her know that he was going into space.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, no, I'm pretty much just waiting for Baby at this point, which I'm sure will be like soon enough or whatever.
Yeah, soon. Well, like I said, the twist of how he's like made and all that with Dr. Mew is a pretty cool one, but we'll find out. I won't spoil.
Yeah, no, I don't remember how he was made. Like I said, I just remember that he had personal beef with Vegeta because of their like people's history or whatever.
Yeah.
And then after that is Super 17, right?
Yeah, it goes Baby, Super 17, and then Shadow Dragons.
Yeah, it's only a 3 villain. Well, I guess Dragon Ball Z was technically, if you count it, Frieza, Cell, Majin Buu.
Yeah, if you don't count Vegeta.
Yeah, or like Raditz, or I guess they could be in the same, like the Saiyan Saga or whatever.
Yeah, it'd be like the same arc.
Yeah, fucking A, all right. Yeah, no, 18 was fine. It just, it was just Goku messing with robots. But the idea of Goku fighting robots is cool.
No, facts. I really like the robot planet shit. I think I think we mentioned this before, but like the sci-fi aspect of Dragon Ball is always cool to me because it's like this weird show where there's like dinosaurs and all that, but then they have like all this futuristic shit. It's cool.
Yeah. All right. I was gonna move into wrestling stuff.
Let's do it.
Before we do go,
Haha.
John Cena on the podcast, I was gonna make you watch this clip really quick.
Let's do it.
I don't know if you've seen it. I think Bailey was on Undertaker's podcast, but sounds ridiculous.
I had dated a guy in high school, and this is when like Matt Hardy had gotten released, and he had worked the home promotion that I ended up training at. So he was on the show, and so I got to meet like the Hardys were like my favorite, you know. So I got to meet him, and
That's my same mic arm, by the way.
Oh, dude, no way. The road.
Yeah, I just have the logo covered up because the logo is way too big and distracting.
Facts. They should also do the same.
it was all I talked about. I was like 15 years old, you know, like I'm already 15, like I'm not a 10-year-old kid.
Right.
And it was all I was talking about to this guy. And I didn't even realize it. And he ended up like dumping me because he's like, dude, all you talk about is Matt Hardy. And I was like so embarrassed. Now when I think about it, it's like super embarrassing.
Hey, his loss, he's probably wishing.
Yeah.
So somebody tweeted this clip and then somebody reposted the clip and tweeted, "The death of wrestling is when antisocial fanboys and fangirls were allowed in the so-called big leagues."
What's your take on that? Do you agree?
I agree halfway. Because
Okay.
so back in the day, most of the wrestlers were like football players that got injured. You know,
Mm.
Undertaker was a basketball player. But they were fans. Like, I know The Undertaker talks about how he watched wrestling when he was younger. I know John Cena was,
John
like,
Cena,
a big
yep.
wrestling fan,
Yeah.
and then he was working at Gold's Gym, and he got into wrestling. So, like, they can be fans because what happens when they're not a fan at all is when you get someone like Goldberg.
I was just gonna say Goldberg immediately came to mind. When they're not a fan, they don't get it at all, then they'll never get it.
Yeah, so there should be, like, a line. Like, I'm sure Bayley went into her WWE tryout wearing a Matt Hardy shirt or something, and it's like, at that point, maybe you should cut it, but
Yeah, true.
yeah, it is true. Like the fan base has now switched over, and I've seen more people on Twitter jokingly calling other fan bases like, "Oh yeah, these are like wrestling fans," and they're talking about like fat nerds.
Yeah, it's
It's like,
sad.
yeah, wrestling fans are just like fat nerds now. They go to conventions, whereas back in the day, it was basically like UFC fans. Like it was just like drunk guys.
Yeah, it was bros. It was like like blue collar dudes or like it was it wasn't any different than being like a sports fan.
But yeah,
Also,
yeah, it's like
side note,
halfway right, basically.
yeah, I agree with you. The first thing that jumped out to me about that clip though, dude, Undertaker looks so fucking old, man. With like the
What do you think about him and his wife taking over the podcast? Did we ever talk about that at all?
No, we never talked about it. I fucking hate it. I liked the podcast with the old co-host, but WWE is doing this weird thing where they're like trying to like make them out to be like this power couple and all that stuff. Dude, it's fucking weird in my opinion.
Yeah, because she was never like that big of a deal.
No, she's Michelle McCool, right?
Yeah,
Like, yeah, she wasn't even one of the top divas.
yeah, no, it's not like she was Trish Stratus or Lita or anything. She was just
Yeah.
she was just kind of one of them.
Yeah, she was like a mid carder for like the divas. I don't know. I like the podcast better when it was the other dude. It felt more natural. Now it feels more like weird. Like I'm not a big fan of like couples podcasts. Like where it's like a husband and wife doing it. I think
Yeah,
before it felt like it was like a normal podcast where it was like just normal wrestling stuff. But now it's like this weird like couple like talk woven into it. I don't know. It's very strange to me.
yeah, and it seemed like the old guy was like he was better at just like the general like it was a podcasting like he was a fan, and Undertaker was just kind of there, and he would like talk with the other wrestlers that he had on, but the other guy, the old host, would kind of drive the show itself.
Exactly. He was a great, not like host, because Undertaker's obviously the main guy. What's up,
But
Fizz?
Undertaker doesn't drive
It-
the show. Like he's kind of like a color commentator, whereas
yeah,
the other guy is like the full. Like if Michael Cole was the main commentator and then Taz was the color guy, like Undertaker was the
true.
Taz, but then the other guy was Michael Cole.
Yeah, no, definitely. I thought it was a better dynamic when they had the other guy on, and I heard that it was because the other guys talked about it. Have you seen what he said about it?
I saw him talk to Maven about it.
Yeah, it was exactly it was Maven. He said that WWE came in and was pretty much just like, nope, it's not gonna be this way anymore. Because if you noticed, it used to be 6 feet under with Mark Calloway, and now it's 6 feet under with the Undertaker. So it's a
Yeah.
complete WWE. I think it used to be separate from them.
Fizz, we're gonna talk about Simps in a little bit. No, I don't know. You might enjoy that one. But yeah, no, it was completely separate from WWE. That's why also they were having on guests that you wouldn't think would be cool,
Yeah,
but they were like Maven and then
yeah,
like Teddy Long. But now, of course, they're having like Bailey, Stephanie McMahon. You know, they're having like they're I'm sure they're gonna get John Cena on there at some point or something. And it's like Undertaker was actually bringing like low key
sleeper
bangers that you wouldn't
picks. Yeah,
expect back then.
no, I completely agree. And like Bailey's fine, whatever. She's from San Jose, so that's cool. But other than that, like I don't know, I'm not a fan or nothing.
Did you watch the John Cena Joe Rogan episode?
Dude, of course, I watched the whole thing. Dude, the first thing that jumped out to me is how fucking like smart John Cena is.
Oh
What do
yeah,
you think? Dude, he's
yeah.
hella smart. Just hearing the way he like looks at things and I think he said something like if you can take or capitalize on like 20% of the luck you get, you can do it in like you can do anything. And I was like, damn, it's actually like a cool way to look at it because I'm sure he feels like he squandered some of his chances, but even he ended up being, like the biggest guy in WWE. He's like the last like true household wrestling name that will ever be a thing.
Yeah, after him, it's gonna be bad from there on out.
Yeah, there's no one else who's been able to like enter the public, pop culture. Like no matter if you know wrestling or not, like dude, everyone knows fucking John Cena. I was just working in a classroom a few days ago, and all these kids who are like 8 years old, even they know who John Cena is, and John Cena's been big since like I was 8 years old. So
The main thing they talked about that stood out to me that I really actually fucking hope happens. I can't say if I think it will or not though. Is I really hope they get Vince McMahon on that show.
oh, dude, I remember that when because Joe Rogan was like, "I don't. Do you think he'd be down?" And John Cena was like, "Hell yeah! Like this would be perfect for him." I really hope that. And then John Cena was like, "Oh yeah, Vince is definitely watching. Like, ask him to be on the podcast, dude. If they get Vince on, fuck, dude, that would
It'll
be
be a
tight.
good time.
Yeah,
They'd have to do like 3 hours. Like I would really hope they treat it with the significance of like when they had Donald Trump on the show.
yeah, dude. Vince is cooler than Trump. I hope they get like fucking four
Oh
hours.
yeah.
Like, it needs to be a way bigger deal, dude. Vince is one of like a top 10 most like charismatic, fucking like weird dudes of all time. I need to. I want to hear everything on that fucking podcast, bro. I really
Yeah.
hope that Joe Rogan asks him if he really did weird gay shit with Shawn Michaels too. Like Tony, whatever that little weird guy that Joe Rogan has on there, Tony something.
Whenever he has a wrestler on.
Yeah, I hope he's like, Tony, can you ask him about him and Shawn Michaels?
Yeah, I would imagine Tony would do like half of that episode just because he probably knows all the crazy Vince stories that Joe Rogan wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a good like full episode. I thought it was hilarious that within the first 10 minutes they made him talk about apologizing to China in Chinese or whatever.
Yeah, that was funny because he was all like, "You speak Chinese? Like, why?"
Yeah,
And John Cena's just like the coolest dude of all time, and he's like, "Oh, I wanted to get WWE more popular in China." I was like, "Dang, dude, he's
it is
truly
cool.
like the last goat."
It is cool that WWE will just teach you languages, and it is crazy that no one's done that because that's one of those things where I'm like, if I was working there and they were just like, "Do you want to learn a language for free?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I might as well."
Yeah, true, like that continuing education shit. One that's more evidence for like Vince is not actually that bad of a guy if they're willing to like fund your schooling and all that shit.
Oh yeah, to me that would also to me the biggest thing about when it comes to stuff like that is the fact that WWE will pay for any employee like no matter how long it's been to go to rehab. To me is like the coolest
Yeah,
thing.
no,
Like
for
it's
sure.
like you can like it can be like 40 years and they'll still send you to rehab, and I'm sure they send you to fucking decent rehab. I'm sure it's not bullshit.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and because a lot of people blame the deaths of like like the overdosers on WWE, but I don't think that it's not like I understand the profession does require medication like painkillers and all that shit, but the fact that they're willing to pay the rehab is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, what was the China thing was it was basically like he called it the wrong name in Chinese.
Yeah, no, it's not that. I understood what happened. I agree with the what's the word? Like the idea that he got set up because he was just reading the teleprompter, right? He was basically saying that he can't read Chinese, he can only speak it. And so when he reads the Chinese, there's a version of written Chinese that's like written in like the English alphabet. So you can read the sounds and he knows what he's saying because he knows what the words mean, but he can't read the characters like the Chinese characters. And he said, "Oh, like be the first to see this movie in Taiwan, which is not a thing in China. In China, they consider Taiwan to be part of China.
Yeah,
And
but
so
they call it like something China Taipan or some shit.
Chinese Taipei, yeah,
Yeah.
because they look at it like that. Even America doesn't recognize Taiwan as its own country officially, but that's a topic for another thing. But
Yeah.
so he read that, and then immediately after he said it, he gets offset and he's like, "Oh no, like I fucked up." But really, it's whoever set up the teleprompter. That's who's at fault. It's not like he's making up the shit. He's just reading off a screen. So he
Yeah.
just said like, "I'm sorry, like I was unaware of like what's going on, and whatever, I made a mistake." I understand though, John Cena. He's like the ultimate good guy if he feels like he fucked up. And even in the podcast, he's like, "It is my fault though. If I would have just known better, I wouldn't have done it in the first place." So he's like
It
the
was funny how now he's like, "I don't speak it in public anymore." Like, I don't fuck with that.
no, he said any fucking country. He's like any country I go to, like I will only speak English because I don't want to say the wrong shit.
What's up, Shitpiss?
What's up, Shitpiss? Shitpiss 1319.
No, we're mutants now after those 2 episodes of Dragon Ball GT.
Yeah, we're machine mutants. Fuck.
Okay, so I know. Did you have anything else about that podcast episode specifically?
No, just how fucking cool John Cena is, and he's like the last of the old guard, and I hate that he's retiring.
Yeah. I don't even know if I want to play this even without the volume because sometimes wrestling. Did you see that spot from War Games with Io Sky jumping off the cage with the trash can on her head?
No.
Oh God. Okay, I might just take a chance and play it, but
Sure.
I'll have it muted just in case.
Yeah.
So what looks ridiculous is how long everybody is standing around waiting for her to jump. So Io Sky is on top of the cage with a trash can on top of her,
Yeah.
and she's gonna jump on all the bad guys. So here they are just standing there, and here you see as she's just standing there,
Yeah, they're just
making
watching
sure
her.
she's steady. Why are they
Yeah.
just standing there waiting for her?
Yeah, true. That's one of those not very realistic spots.
Yeah, everyone's been criticizing that spot, which I think is a good thing to do because it looks ridiculous. And I think it just goes along with it's just a spot show now. It's just like gymnastics. Whereas back in the day, even when you were like a teenager, you could at least believe that they're fighting. I always talk about like when Triple H and Undertaker were feuding for it was either WrestleMania 17 or WrestleMania 18. Like
Yeah.
leather jacket Undertaker, leather jacket Triple H. I'm like, oh, these guys, it's actually believable that they want to like hurt each other.
Yeah, facts. The moves
Whereas
look like they hurt.
nowadays, it's like I don't believe that the little Japanese girl with the trash can on her head with 4 people standing there for 10 seconds waiting for her, like, oh no, like I don't believe these people actually want to hurt each other.
Yeah, true. It looks too choreographed. It doesn't look like a real fight no more.
And that's like on top of AEW and all the shit that they're doing, which I don't even bother with AEW
I
anymore.
was gonna say I haven't kept up on anything AEW in so long. The one thing I know is that Jericho is not on TV anymore, and people are hoping that I see people are hoping either Jericho or Edge are gonna beat up Gunther on Saturday before the John Cena match.
Oh yeah, the Gunther thing, that's so terrible to me.
I know if it really is Gunther, it's fucking stupid.
It's just like, what does he have to do with Cena's career? I don't know who else they would pick right now, though, on the roster. Like, if it's not Edge or Jericho, and even Jericho would be a weird choice because he's not like known for being a John Cena opponent. It would have to be Edge.
It would have to be Edge, yeah. I was thinking if you caught did you watch the Chris Van Vliet John Cena podcast too?
No, I didn't watch that one.
He was just on it, and he said CM Punk. He said that's his wrestling soulmate. I was like, dude, why the fuck are we not having Cena as his last opponent? Then, like, if it really is fucking Gunther, like, I'm gonna be pissed because it's kind of like when but even Brock being the Undertaker, at least Brock is like one of the goats. So like, I don't hate that as much. But like for Gunther to beat John Cena for his last match, I think is stupid. Like Gunther doesn't need the push.
Yeah, no, it just makes no sense.
Yeah.
To me, it's like on par with Baron Corbin and Kurt Angle for his last
Yeah,
match.
right. Just makes no sense.
It just has nothing to do with his career. Like, why bother?
Which is funny because that was one of those decisions where people are like, "Oh, we need Vince out of here." But this also feels like another out of his prime Vince decision. Like, "Oh, have Gunther like take Cena out on his way out or some shit." Like it makes no sense.
Yeah, that was a Vince call back then.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why they would choose Gunther to be the one to send him out. AEW, I feel like I have something to say about AEW really quick, but I can't even remember. Oh, did you know AEW fans, they call WWE the Fed? And it's so funny because it's like that's just how gay that makes you guys. So yeah, if you go to any AEW fan comment sections, they'll talk about the Fed and it's WWE.
Oh, the Feds are WWE. What the fuck is AEW?
Oh, AEW is the cool underdog that's like changing the game with their 200,000 weekly viewers. Or
I'll say yeah, and their fucking Saudi oil billionaire owner. Like, shut the fuck up, man. Jesus Christ.
That's the funniest part. If you go into any of their comment sections and say, do you know how big of a check Tony Khan's dad wrote for Donald Trump? Like, they won't have anything to say.
Yeah. And just conveniently forget that part because Tony Khan says respect trans people or some fucking stupid ass shit.
Tony Khan and Kenny Omega talking about trans kids and shit.
Dude, it's fucking ridiculous. I thought this was wrestling. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
You know what's funny to me? We like Jim Cornette. You ever hear Jim Cornette talk about politics?
Yeah, he's a fucking liberal.
I don't believe he is. I think he's all mixed up because he's racist as fuck. But he'll get on there. I just think he doesn't like Donald Trump. I almost think something personally happened between those two backstage because back when they were both in WWE, maybe something happened.
Yeah, my thoughts on it are I think in Cornette's head he's like a I was gonna say working class liberal, and he's like, oh, like the
Yeah,
man shouldn't have too much power, like we need to own our labor, and big union guy probably. I don't think I think he
he's
probably
like an
doesn't care.
80s or 90s Democrat, or he
It,
thinks he is. And
it,
he also his
exactly.
wife is like way younger than him. I don't know if you know who his wife is.
No, is she hot?
His wife is a fat blue-haired Comic-Con lady,
You've
and
got to be
a few
kidding
years
me.
ago there were I don't remember where I read this. I don't remember where I read this, but this was years ago. There was a
Yeah.
story about how Jim Cornette and his wife, like Jim Cornette would let his wife bang other dudes. She's like a fat rainbow-haired,
Dog.
blue-haired lady with big thick glasses and like a septum piercing and one
Dude,
of
that
those.
sucks. I like Jim Cornette.
And
Fuck, dude, I wish I didn't know that.
I
Fuck.
saw a Jim Cornette tweet like responding to the accusations, I think, and it was basically him saying, "Yeah, fuck us for having more fun than you guys," or something like one of those responses.
Dog.
So his wife, I'm sure his wife is
Fuck.
calling the shot with his politics. First of all, I'm sure it's
Yeah,
his wife telling him, because any guy with a younger wife, that's what happens.
exactly. Yeah.
That's what I think happens with our fucking cousin, who I won't mention at this point, but you already know because I've mentioned this before. Um, But yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it because anytime he's like being himself,
Yeah.
he's talking about strapping fried chicken to a black guy's back and making him walk across Africa and seeing how many flies he collects. And it's like, dude, you're not a liberal. You don't actually know
Yeah.
what modern day liberalism is. Yeah, he's like an 80s or 90s Democrat.
Exactly. He's one of the, more power to the people, don't let the oligarchs run the country. Like, we need to own our labor, which I respect, if that's your opinion, that's cool. But yeah, for him to ride with like the modern day super, feminist liberals, yeah, I'm sure it is his wife in his head.
Yeah, and he doesn't actually know what's going on, and he doesn't also know that nowadays the left party is also just as much oligarch as any other. I
Yeah,
always think it's
exactly.
funny when
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh, all Donald Trump's like for the rich people," and I'm like, "Dude, do you know the net
Yeah.
worth of all the celebrities that came out and supported the other side? Like, what do you?"
No, facts. Well, and it's all the same fucking party behind the scenes, It's the illusion of
Yeah,
two choices. It's the same party, just with a different figure at the front.
yeah, you can find clips of Obama and Trump holding hands.
Yeah, facts. Well, and they're all the same party for a certain country, but that's neither here nor there. Dude, that's horrible that Jim Cornette is getting cooked up by.
Like
Fuck,
I
dude,
said,
I hate that.
I can't remember where I read it, but I do know this was early AEW days because this was back when I liked Joey Janela, and he was like one of the first signings. And Joey Janela would tweet about how he banged Jim Cornette's wife, and then Joey Janela posted a picture that was like a drawing of him and Jim Cornette's wife in a hot tub or something,
Dog,
and it was
I can't take his
hilarious.
opinion seriously anymore.
Yeah, no, I try to keep that part in the back of my head, but aside from that, because yeah, Jim Cornette is the man.
Dude, he's fucking hella funny, and he's been around the scene for so long. Dude, he's such a cool dude too. And he's like, I will outlive or what's the name, shit stain, so I can piss on his grave and all that.
Yeah, Vince Russo. Yeah.
Vince Russo, but no, it turns out his wife's getting fucked behind the scenes. Oh, dude.
I always have a soft spot for Vince Russo. I acknowledge all the things wrong with him, but I'm
Yeah.
just like, well, he did give us he gave us some of the Attitude Era. Like,
Yeah, in fact, he's a major player in the Attitude Era, and he's pretty funny. Whether or not we're laughing at him when he's funny is one thing, but yeah.
yeah, that's true. Hold on, what else did I even put? Did you have anything else wrestling related?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head, no.
Did you want to pull up the Simps video, or did you? I don't know. What else do we mention?
I'd be done for the Sims video now, and then if you remember, you can pull up something after.
All right. So I watched this guy respond to this video. God, I forgot. I have fucking ads on YouTube. It's not going to be good. We're gonna run into ads. I want to
Sims
try to
are
find a
ruining
certain.
money.
I want to try to find a certain part like right away though.
Worse. There's dudes out here that are letting their girl get away with way too much, whether it's like the celebrity.
Okay, that's it right.
Dude, no fucking way.
So this broad is apparently a Jason Momoa fan. So her and her husband, this is her husband, they took this picture with Jason Momoa at a convention.
He agreed to do it. It's crazy too.
And he signed it over. You know, I was thinking about this. You know, this is like because a lot of some of this video is going to get into like, is it simping or is it just like, you know, celebrity crushes? But this is way too far. Like,
Well, and to sign it over the guy's fucking face too. If this happened to me, I'm buying a gun and going and killing myself when I get home. This is crazy. That is fucking crazy, bro.
So I've always said like celebrity crushes are fine. So when I was in high school,
Yeah.
you know, this is Taylor Swift in her country era. So Taylor Swift is my celebrity crush at this point. And
Yeah.
my like main high school girlfriend, I was always like, yeah, it's like my celebrity crush. But I would like at the end of the day, if like you guys are both in front of me, I'm gonna stick with my girlfriend. And then
Respect. Yeah.
when me and Calamity Jane got into wrestling, she got into wrestling because she thought Roman Reigns was hot. But
You
it was
mentioned
never.
that, yeah.
But she would have never taken me and made me go to a convention and take a picture like that.
With Roman Reigns and having fucking sign over your face.
Dude, Jason
Jesus
Momoa is
Christ.
filthy for this.
No, this is diabolical work with the fucking smug ass face too. Well, dude, I bet if we could see the guy's face better, he's probably about to cry.
Because what this is saying is because this chick is ugly as shit, first of all. And so what this picture is saying is if I was hot enough to pull Jason Momoa, this is what would be happening.
Yeah, I would never be with you anyways, dude. It's just
Oh my
fucking
god. And I think somebody posted it on Reddit or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. We might be coming up to that, what actually happens in it.
fucking
Be
Comic Con
crush
convention.
BS, letting their girl do OnlyFans while in a relationship, or maybe they're not even in a relationship and it's just some girl.
Oh, that one's crazy too with the
What
guy
did it say?
there's a story coming up in this where it's like a guy who's spending all this money on this chick. I think this is the Jason Momoa part though.
Gotcha.
Comfortable with that. Yeah, I would also like to notice how every single guy in the crowd
Oh,
looks
I've
super
seen that one with the
uncomfortable.
fucking comedian guy and he kisses the dude's girlfriend in front of him.
What is that? I haven't seen that one.
The video we're seeing right now of that like Indian looking guy with the fucking microphone, he's like a comedian. And
Yeah.
so the chick's there with her boyfriend, and she's like, "Oh, you're my celebrity crush." And then the dude's like, "Haha, what if I kissed you?" And then they kiss right in front of the fucking boyfriend. And I'm just
Jesus
like,
Christ.
how the fuck do you not just whoop the dude's ass or just leave? Like, how do you not leave after that? He stayed at the fucking show, and I'm like, this is ridiculous, bro.
You have to punch the comedian.
Yeah, or like I said, or just leave because I'm sure security's gonna beat your ass if you do all that, and you're gonna go to jail. I would
have
just
to,
leave.
you have to take it. I mean, you can't just leave, but
Yeah.
in my opinion, option 1A, like there's 1A and 1B. 1B is leave, but 1A is
Yeah.
punch the comedian, and sure, security whoops your ass. Like, okay, like that's just kind of one of those ass whoopings you have to take.
Yeah, it's true, but I really don't want to go to jail, man. It's like one of my fears. So I would
Then-
leave, but I agree. Yeah,
Well, then the ultimate solution would be don't date a chick that's gonna kiss a comedian in front of you, and
This is
that's
facts.
kind of like the lesson. Like, oh,
this is the point of the video. Don't simp for a bitch that would fucking kiss their celebrity crush in front of you.
I
Yep.
should be picking better girls, or I'm gonna end up in jail because she put me in a position where I had to punch a comedian, and I'm spending the night in jail.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Go home, pack her shit, leave it on the front of the lawn if she wants to do all that shit. Fizz, I
Dude, I'm
completely agree
shitting in
with
her bag when I leave it on the front lawn.
you. Shit, are you shitting in her car?
I'm raping her grandpa, dude. I'm doing all kinds of shit.
Raping her grandpa? What the fuck?
Have you never seen that clip?
No, I thought you just made that up. I was gonna say that's a crazy.
No,
ass
I'm
poll,
it's
bro.
funny because I have it saved. I'm gonna post it on my Instagram story later. It's
Whoa.
like my favorite clip. It's like these three black kids.
Yeah.
It looks like they're in like high school, but there's one of the kids looks like he's like fucking 8 years old, and so they're doing like a street interview.
Yeah.
It's the two like high school age kids and then like the 8-year-old. And the guy with the mic, he goes, it's like one of those stupid questions. He goes, "Would you rather cheat on your bitch or snitch on your homie?"
Mhm.
And he puts it up to the other older kid, and he goes, "I would cheat on my bitch." And then
Yeah.
he puts it to the 8-year-old kid, and the kid goes, I'm cheating and raping her grandpa. Everyone's like, bro, where'd you come up with that? So yeah, no, if
Ooh.
my girlfriend kissed a stand-up comedian in front of me at a fucking
Fucking read
comedy
those
show, dude,
girls.
I'm raping her grandpa, dude. Like it's like it's over, dude. I'm ruining her shit.
Yeah. No, she's ruined for the rest of her life if that happens to her. That's fucking crazy. That is diabolical work.
I think we're
That
all up
man is
on the
probably a veteran and on disability. Ooh. No, for real, you gotta spare grandpa.
No, if it wasn't for him, this bitch wouldn't even be here. So he's got to take the punish.
Sure,
It's
he
like
is
the sins
semi-responsible.
of your father type shit.
Oh, facts.
All right, I think the Jason Momoa story's
with
coming
this.
though.
Hell, even some of the women in the crowd look uncomfortable with this. Like, what the fuck? This is messed up. I told my husband I wanted a picture alone with Jason Momoa.
Okay, that's the story. So the guy said no, only if I'm allowed to be in the picture. But it's almost worse. Like this is worse
Yeah,
if it was just
this
her
is
alone.
worse. Yeah.
But he wasn't comfortable with that. Yeah, I wouldn't be comfortable with my girl posing up with another dude while his hand is damn near her neck. But then again, this honestly looks like some kind of cuck fantasy. Like, some dude that doesn't have cuck fantasies would not let this happen.
If you had 24 hours left to live, who are you shooting your shot with?
Michael B. Jordan.
No, somebody that you know in real life.
I thought celebrity. I'm engaged to my fiance.
Sidetrack for a second. I don't think that ring really means shit when you're dressed like this to what
the
seems to be a
club.
club.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst. Some of my buddies are always trying to drag me to the club, and they
Yeah.
want me to talk to girls, and I'm like, no, because if I do talk to a girl, and we start some shit, then like the next weekend when she goes to the club, I'm gonna be like, no, I don't want you to go to the club. But I can't say that when you met the girl at the club.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I totally agree. Well, people are funny nowadays about that kind of shit too. They'll be like, "Oh, why isn't my relationship going well?" And the whole time they're at the club every weekend. It's like, dude, when you do shit that doesn't, do good things to your relationship over and over again and wonder why it doesn't go well, then that's just on you.
Yeah, the club conversation is like one of the worst, and the fact that I'm convinced that girls play stupid about this shit. Like
Oh no, yeah,
there are dumb girls, but most of them, when they're like, no, I'm only going to the club to be with my girls, it's like, dude, you're just playing the fucking retarded game. Like, it's not good to go to the club when you have a fucking significant like partner or whatever. Like, that's just not. It's
yeah.
not. What's the word? Like conducive or
Yeah,
whatever.
conducive to a healthy relationship. I agree with you completely. I think there are some girls who are initially naive, maybe when they're younger, and they've been told that it's okay for girls to go to the club together. But once you hit a certain age, you need to know like this shit is not acceptable, and you're not going to like. I know girls who will use the excuse like, "Oh, I just like to go dance with my friends." I'm like, dance at home then.
Yeah.
Why not dance? Turn on some music and dance in your living room. But no, you're dressed fucking half naked, shaking ass in front of dudes that are trying to have sex with you. Like, come on, be for real.
Dude, I read an atrocious story on Reddit, and of course it was Reddit, so everybody was taking the girl's side until you scroll all the way to the bottom to the downvote comments, and I saw the comments from the dudes.
Yeah.
It was like this girl was like, "Yes, so my boyfriend dumped me, and I think he's being an asshole. Can you guys tell me if I'm in the right or the
Am
wrong?"
I the asshole?
And she screenshotted the text between her and her boyfriend, and she was texting her boyfriend, and she's like, dude, it was like this outlandish shit. Like, yeah, so I went to the club last night and there was this guy hitting on me. And at one point I was sitting at the bar and he was like two people away from me. And I reached over to the bartender, put my drink far away. So I reached over to grab it. And this guy thought that was me, like initiating some kind of contact with him. So he grabbed my arm and sat me down on his lap. And I didn't want to make him mad because I'm afraid of men. So I just sat on his lap for like 10 minutes. And then I finally told him that he was too drunk and he needs to go home. So I walked him out to his car to make sure he got to his car safe to drive home drunk, by the way.
Yeah.
And like it was this crazy story. And all these girls in the comments were like, yeah, girl, we know how it's been. We're all afraid of men at the club. So we just sit in their laps too. When
Why
they
are
rape
you
us.
there then? Why are you there then, bitch?
That's
Come
what all
on.
the downvoted guys were like. If you're
Yeah.
so fucking terrified of men at the club, why are you at the club? And of course, the girls were like, because we're not going to let men stop us from having a good time. It's like, fuck you guys. Fuck you.
No, it's I've heard the term. It's selective amnesia. Women conveniently forget all the things that would, essentially, make them out to be guilty or anything like that. It's like, oh, that's what it was. Oh, I didn't know, or oh, I forgot. Like they conveniently forget. There's lots of lapses in thinking.
I've also been down with the term they call it Schrodinger's feminist, and it's that's probably better used in different examples. But you know, those girls that constantly are like, yeah, girls are badass and genius, and you can't fuck with us. But then as soon as a man enters the room, they're getting taken advantage of, and the guy's hurting them and
Yeah.
doing all the. And it's like, what? I thought you were just like, I thought you were Wonder Woman like 5 minutes ago. Now a dude walks in, you're fucking retarded. He's playing you.
Yeah, and he somehow magically teleports you to his fucking lap for 30 minutes and all that shit. Like, dude, it's fucking ridiculous. They act like, you're absolutely right. Like, they're like, oh, women are so smart, such critical thinkers, except when it actually comes down to being smart and making right choices. Then it's, oh, I have no power.
Yeah, yeah. Except for when there's a dude at the club who's hitting on me, I just magically don't know what to do, so I just sit in his lap for an hour or whatever.
No, it's like the same thing like when women take drinks from dudes at the club and they're like, oh, I didn't know he was flirting with me. Oh, yeah, he's buying you drinks because he wants to be your friend. What are you fucking retarded?
There's one of the girls in this video. It gets to is like a girl. This guy's spending all this fucking money on. I think it's this Asian chick.
Yeah.
I believe that men and women can be friends, but they're definitely
I don't think men and women can be friends.
No, men and women cannot be friends, and you really shouldn't be friends with women if you're a dude, or vice versa, obviously.
I will say for actually men and women can be friends, but what that literally means is that the man's not attracted to the woman. Because I've had friends that are
Exactly.
girls, but I'm just not attracted to them.
Exactly.
There's not a single girl in my life who I've been friends with that I was physically attracted to that I did not pursue and for the most part succeed with. Which I don't even use as a flex. I actually think it's kind of hindered me because nowadays I'm like terrified of like I
Oh
won't
yeah,
approach girls because I don't want to get the no, but I've
you
never really gotten the no before, so I'm just like not used to it.
you have no exposure to rejection, so the thought of it is like fucking like 10 out of 10. Like this is gonna suck when most people's probably not that bad.
Oh yeah, like that one time I did shoot my shot with the girl that I basically had a crush on since like 8th grade.
Yeah.
This was like a few years ago, and she left me on red. In my mind, dude, she sent that message to just everyone from we went to school. And it was like,
Put it on her story.
I know for a fact she probably at least told this one girl.
Yeah, she probably told your guys' mutual friends, which is fine. Who cares?
Yeah.
I
didn't even actually ask her out. I just like found out that we had some shit in common and was like, oh, we should like hang out or something. But
Yeah, but to go back to the initial discussion though, yeah, every male female friendship that I ever see, I immediately assume that it's the guy essentially being an orbiter and waiting for his chance. And dude, some of these dudes wait fucking years. It's pathetic.
hold on, I'm trying to read this really quick. Exactly, but that comes with its own intrinsic problems, which is usually the girl is into the guy waiting it out, just like boy best friends do with girls. Any
Yeah.
woman I try to be friends with, I have slept with after. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. There's no reason to be friends with girls. Like and like, just being friends, like let's be real, like most men and women don't have that much in common. Like, what are you talking about? That
Yeah,
leads you
yeah.
to be friends.
If you're a girl and we are friends and I have not like hit on you, it just means I'm not attracted to you. That's not always a bad thing. Like
Yeah, no, it's good for being friends if the chick's ugly.
yeah. Yeah, I'm just like not into you. And then there are girls that I've been friends with that I wouldn't even say are ugly. I'm just not attracted to for one reason.
Yeah,
or
not
another.
compatible in some shape or form, and you're aware of that.
Yeah, like I wouldn't mark them 2s and 1s or anything, but I just
Yeah.
wouldn't consider them like 9s and
They're
10s.
not
in my
they're
book.
not Gorlock the Destroyer type bitch.
Yeah.
has to be some kind of barrier. There has to be some kind of limit to it.
Controversial things my guy best friend has done recently that would send
Oh, I've seen this chick. I know where this is going.
Okay, yeah, this
Yeah.
is
a
this
good
one.
one.
This is fucking hilarious.
insult into a coma. 1. He knew I'd been dying to try this omakase spot.
Okay, right away, the fact that she calls guys incels,
Yeah.
to me, like that alone is kind of a red flag nowadays.
So he secretly booked it for me as a surprise. 2, he bought us both the new AirPods Pro 3 because apparently they have a live translation feature, so he can actually talk to my parents and me with his. 3,
That just sounds like you know the guy's into you, but you're just using him for free shit. Like, wouldn't a real friend be like, we can communicate with each other's parents better if we got these AirPods? I'll get a pair and you should get a pair too. Why do you even need that to talk to each other's parents in the first place? Like, how often do you guys talk to each other's parents that's a needed feature? I have friends that I'm close to whose parents don't speak that good of English, and usually my friend is right next to me when I'm talking to his parents that translates for me.
he holds me accountable to every single goal I set. Like he knows I'm training for high
Okay, yeah, this guy's just like, it's just like simp maxing.
This is horrible.
Yeah, and so you know what's gonna happen is this Asian chick, she's gonna get like an actual boyfriend in the future, and then the boyfriend's gonna say, "Hey, do you think you could knock it off with this guy that's buying you all this shit?" And she's gonna go, "No, you're insecure because you don't want me to be friends with my friends."
Exactly. Yes, I completely agree with you.
What do you think about the deleting social media type conversation shit?
Deleting social media in regards to what?
Okay, so let me pop this one off. So
Yeah, let's
Calamity
hear it.
Jane, for as much as I talk about how she was just perfect in every single way,
Whoa. All right.
every fight we ever got into was generally me just being on drugs or just being miserable and trying to torture her and telling her I fucking hate her Dude, I was thinking about it the other day. People are always asking me like, why do you talk about how you were so terrible to her? And this is just talking, mind you. One of
Mhm.
the things I used to constantly say to her, this was like my motto for 2 years, was
Yeah.
I would tell her I don't even like her, but you don't choose who you fall in love with. If I could have chosen, I would have picked anyone else in the world, but I fucking hate you. And we'd just be like on a drive, like, and I would just say this shit to her. And so
Dude, what the
she would,
fuck?
yeah, I'm not even kidding. And
Was
I
that
knew,
you or
like,
was that the drugs?
that was just me at the time. That was just how I was.
Damn, dude. All
I
right.
was just like, I feel bad today, so you need to also feel bad.
Oh,
I was basically, I learned all this through talking to my counselor and like getting into gay shit.
yeah.
But I'm like a misery loves company person. So like if I was sitting there
Okay.
and I didn't feel good and I looked over and she's smiling, which is fucked up because she's happy because she's next to me.
Yeah.
But I would see her in a good mood and be like, how dare you be in a good mood when I'm not in a good mood? So I would just start telling her that her tattoos are ugly as shit and that I don't like her. And so, anyways,
I see where your mindset comes from now. I see why you have so much regret. I understand.
so one of the few fights we did get into where I was totally right, and which I did win, by
Yeah.
the way, we ended up on a good conclusion, was
Cool, cool.
one day, this is maybe like 2 years into it. So like she's met mom, like her and mom
Of
are
course.
friends at this point. So
Yeah.
I'm on like her Instagram or something. She was at work, like we were not together at the time.
Yeah.
And I'm going through just like her Instagram for no reason, probably looking at like selfies and shit. And I notice a specific last name in the comments that I recognize. And it's just
Yeah.
comments saying like, "Oh, you're so pretty."
Yeah.
It's one of her ex-boyfriend's moms.
Oh.
And so I was like, "Hey, can you like cut this off? Like, I don't need you and like this dude's mom like still being cool."
Facts. Yeah.
And she said this. I love when girls say this shit when it comes to like the can you unfollow this person and blah blah blah. She goes, "Oh, it's not that big of a deal." And I'm like, "Oh,
Yup.
great, cool. It's not a big deal. So go ahead
I
and
do it
unfollow
then.
her."
Yeah.
And she goes,
Right.
"No, I mean like it's not a big deal that we still follow each other." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay." Like I was like, "Okay, here we go. Like this is gonna turn into."
Here. Ah, shit. Here we
So
go.
I was like, "What's your problem with like it's you? This isn't even like a recent ex-boyfriend. We've been together for like 2 fucking years. Like it's his mom. Like it's not even actually the guy. She didn't have any contact with the guy." And she's like,
Yeah. Why the mom?
she was like, "We've just always followed each other, and she's always been nice. I don't want to hurt her feelings." Is basically what it was. And I had to
Yeah.
be like, "Look, I don't give a fuck about this guy's mom. Fuck, I'll rape this guy's mom too, along with his grandpa, dude. Like I don't care." But so yeah, the conclusion we came to, and this is actually was kind of funny. We both just deleted like Instagram and Facebook for like 2 years. It was actually a really nice 2 years.
Oh, dude. Nice. Oh
We
yeah.
both just had no social media. But dude, it took like a couple hours. Like that was like we were fighting for like a couple hours. And that was
Yeah.
like the first time I realized like girls sometimes girls are fucking retarded. Like this was a
It's true.
rare case where she was not playing stupid. She was like, "I don't get what the big deal is." And I'm like, again, dude, it's just not conducive to fucking like I just don't like it. And that should be enough at this point.
No,
Like,
I completely agree with you. It doesn't matter what it is. If you feel like it's not conducive to a good relationship, like if it's a problem to you, then it should be a problem to her and she should take care of it. I completely agree. Like I've always thought like if my girlfriend wanted me to like unfollow a girl on Instagram or whatever, like Okay.
Oh, no problem.
And no problem. I'm with you, obviously, so I don't give a fuck about some chick I follow on Instagram. Like, I'll unfollow her immediately. I don't really give a fuck, but you try and have a chick do that, and it is not so easy.
Yeah, no, it's the fucking end of the world. And that one, I was like, dude, like this is like you're not even with this fucking guy. It like was not even like a important ex-boyfriend in her canon, basically, is the best way I can put it.
Damn, not even in the canon. Yeah, it's the dude's fucking mom. Like, do you really need the mom in your comments telling you you're pretty? If anything, the mom just follows as like an outlet for the dude to see her shit. That's probably what it is.
I knew what it was. It's because her mom or his mom probably liked her and wanted them to get back together. So his mom was
Exactly.
trying to keep a leash on the situation, and I was like, dude,
Exactly.
I know how this is because this is like some shit my mom would do. Well, actually, no, I don't think so. But
Yeah.
I don't think my mom would give too much of a shit about stuff like that. But I knew. I was like, this is, this mom probably likes you and would like you to get back with her son. So
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna, I don't like this. And I was like, and you talk to my mom. Like my mom tells you you're pretty now. So like that's
Exactly. You don't need another middle-aged woman telling you you're pretty. You already have mine.
yeah. And in that case, it was like some middle-aged lady. That was like one of the few times I'm like, sure, maybe it is because like you don't want to hurt her feelings. Like it's just some nice lady of. But I was like, but I don't care. Like you dated her fucking kid. Like I don't care. Like
No,
her
exactly.
grandpa.
No, women are really stupid with that shit, and it's on purpose. It's because women don't like being told what to do, especially nowadays. So you have to like format it in a way to where it's like you have to make them think it's their own idea. Like, oh well, this doesn't go along with your thinking, so you shouldn't do it. But even
That's
then, that might not
fucking
work.
impossible though.
Yeah, it's impossible. But it is always like social media. I think most relationships are not the ends of them are not caused by social media, but it definitely plays a big fucking role. I think in more ways than one, it's like those weird orbiter situations where it could even be like the dude's mom or it could be the dude themselves. And then women on social media think they have like 1,000 good options for replacing you. So that, like they'll leave you, but then they'll realize that these dudes don't actually give a fuck about them. They're just trying to fuck them. So I think social media causes a lot of problems today, romantically.
Yeah, social media has to be the worst thing for
Humankind.
relationships in general.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
A liberal ex-teammate comments on Fizz's stuff saying he's racist and hates women.
I mean, is that not true? No,
Yeah, Fizz, aren't you racist and hate? Well, Fizz, I would believe that you're racist, but not that you hate women.
yeah, because I don't think you hate women or that you're racist. Well, maybe you are. I don't know you, but
Finally, have to say, call it what you want. I don't have to. You don't have to read it. Go on posting your feet and talking shit.
yeah,
Lots
it's
of
true.
women are
No,
not
I mean
friends.
that's inherently true. People can deny it all they want. Women are not logical thinkers. Women think with their emotions. Like however they feel, that is their logic at the end of the day.
Have you ever seen those videos of people asking women? So I've seen two examples of it. One was from Candace Owens, coincidentally on Twitter.
Yeah, I know, Fizz. I'm trolling you. I know you're not racist, bro, or that you hate women. My bad. Go on.
Candace Owens tweeted, "Can any women explain to me the benefits that we've gained since allowing women to vote?"
Mm,
And then the next day, this was back when she was Daily Wire. This was years ago.
yeah,
The next day on her show, she said, "Yeah, so I tweeted this and I got not a single response, but what I got was thousands of just emotional wrecks basically
yeah.
screaming at me on Twitter."
Mm.
And then I saw a clip recently. It's these two dudes, they go on it's not Omegle, it's called like Monkey App now or something.
Same thing though, right? Same concept.
Basically the new Omegle.
Yeah,
And every time they got a girl or a group of girls, they would just say, "Hey, can you just explain to us the benefits that America's gotten since allowing women to vote?"
yeah.
And they would just scream and call the guys ugly and then move and then click next. And so, yeah, it's like, yeah, you guys can't even control your fucking emotions to explain to us why it's beneficial to allow you to vote.
Yeah. Well, and like, it's not, they don't think like logically. I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I think, men and women are inherently different and that's a good thing, but they're not like, arguing with the women, their argument's almost never logical. It's just what they think. Like there was this chick in my class who was asking me, "Oh, like would you let your girlfriend let another dude buy her drinks at the bar?" And I said, "Absolutely not." And they're like, "Well, why not? Like, why do you care? Are you insecure?" And I said, "No, I just don't want another man to do what like if my girlfriend wants drinks at a bar, I will buy them for her myself. I'm not gonna let another dude flirt with my girlfriend. I don't roll like that." And they're like, "Nah, you sound insecure." I'm like, "Well, why the fuck are you asking me then if you don't care about my opinion anyways? You just want to call me insecure?"
The insecure shit is so that's just like the fallback at this point. Every guy that disagrees with anything with them is insecure, they're an
Yup.
incel, or they're a narcissist, or they're abusive. Like it's all
Yeah. Well, it's hilarious because women are always like, "Oh, gotta keep up my standards, gotta keep up my standards," which is true, you should. But if a dude tries to have standards, somehow it's actually insecurity and it's not actually a standard. It's fucking wild, bro.
yeah. No, a girl calling a guy a narcissist or a red flag or insecure at this point is the same as like someone calling you racist. It's like, okay, dude, like, like,
Yeah.
yeah, like we get it. Like you want to like insult somebody because you're mad about whatever. It doesn't, these words have become devalued over time.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything like insecure. Like there are actual insecure dudes out there, and I'm sure that is, troubling to deal with for some of these girls. But most of the time, it's just the dude not wanting to feel like, you. If you have a girlfriend, you don't want to have dudes. You don't want to have other dudes having access to her that only you should have. At the end of the day, that's why you're with her because only you want to have access. Only
Well,
for
in
you.
buying girls drinks, that specifically, like that obviously means something in our like that is that is in our
Yes.
culture. That is the thing. Like that's not
Yes.
just like girls really. It's funny how what's hilarious is girls will like get into relationships with a guy that bought them a drink.
Yeah.
But then the next time a guy wants to buy them a drink, they go, I don't know what you're talking about. It's just a meaningless little drink. It's like, bro, you fucked the last guy that bought you a drink. Like, what are you talking
No,
about?
exactly. And once again, it's that selective amnesia. Well, it's like, oh, really, that happened? Oh, well, it's not the same thing. Like it's very conveniently. Oh, well, it doesn't mean something this time. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, a lot of people in general just been getting away with too much shit nowadays. And
Yeah, well, it's because we live in a shameless society. I saw a good video talking about it. This is what happens when people don't believe in hell anymore. When you don't believe that there's consequences for your actions, of course you'll do whatever you want because you don't think something's bad gonna happen to you.
Fizz is doing another skit in the chat. I'm excited to hear that. I'm excited to hear why you struck the defendant, skit, Fizz. Yeah, no, it's just fucking crazy. Anytime I hear a girl talking about narcissists nowadays, I'm just like, oh, so he just told you that like
Yeah, he
he
doesn't
doesn't
want
want you.
you DMing dudes on Instagram and shit.
Yeah, he doesn't want you hanging out with your ex-boyfriend when he's at work. Like that's pretty much probably what you were saying.
Yeah, he doesn't want you fucking blackout drunk at a bar with a bunch of dudes that want to have sex with you. Oh
Yeah.
no, there's no way that's the case. It's ridiculous, bro.
Dude, I'm fucking. Jeez, I'm still waiting for Fizz, but yeah, no, it's just fuck. I'm raping her grandpa, dude.
Grandpappy's gonna get it.
I gotta pull that clip up. I'll pull it up. Your Honor, you saw the video. That was some mad shit he was saying. And if someone said that about your wife and children in front of them, what would you do? You're an ass whooping.
You saw the video.
All right, let me see if I can find the clip is on Instagram, and I hate pulling up Instagram clips. I did find it though right away.
Nice.
Hold on, let me try to get it to where I don't have pulling up Instagram clips sucks because I gotta like pull it up to where my information is not like on screen or whatever.
Yeah. Also, shout out 6 viewers in chat. Let's go.
All right, yeah, hell yeah. All right, once again, I do not control volume on Instagram, so if you're here, it's up to you to control your own fucking volume.
Viewer discretion is advised.
All right, it's a quick clip.
Would you rather cheat on your girl or snitch on your mans?
Cheat on my bitch.
How about you?
I'm cheating and raping her grandpa.
Dude,
Would you rather
that's
cheat on your
fucking wild. He does look and sound like he's like 7 years old.
It's like, where does he come up with this? Like,
Yeah, that's fucked up.
why is grandpa catching shots like this?
Okay.
Why is it grandpa, not grandma?
I've seen another dude say that if your girl cheats on you, you should fuck her dad. I've seen a guy make a joke about that.
Oh, that's disgusting. That's just disgusting.
Some sick minds out there coming up with this shit.
I beat up a girl's dad, I guess.
You did? Or
No,
you
I
would?
would.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like I said, I've never met girls' dads. I know that
You've never met a single girlfriend's dad?
no, so there's one no, there's two off the top of my head that I could think of.
Okay.
But that's a low number out of my list of girls I've been with, to be honest.
Damn.
Both very distant. Like my second girlfriend had a dad, but he sat on the couch while I went in her room and closed the door and type shit like that. Like
Oh, he didn't give a fuck?
yeah. And then one of them did, but we weren't really dating. We were just kind of making out when the parents weren't around. So that one's not really his fault. But
Yeah.
one girl I dated, I don't even want to say her name at all, but it is a girl I talk about here. I just because of what I'm gonna say. Her dad and her did not like whatever like the worst type of shit you can picture a relationship between a dad and a daughter. Like go there with your imagination is what I'm saying.
Oh no.
I'm almost positive it was like shit like that. So I never met him obviously, but he
Yeah.
was like, like alive and shit.
Yeah.
And I used to always try to tell her, like she never like she hadn't seen him for fucking years when we were together, but she would try to, like once in a while she'd bring it up and be like, oh, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I would always be like, dude, call your dad. Like, oh, I'll fuck up your dad. Like, I
Hey,
think it'd
there
be
you go.
funny. Like, I don't know, I'll fight your dad.
Yeah, when you'd win like an infinite amount of brownie points with her for that shit.
Yeah, well, no, I would have burned those brownie points away by the way that I was to her, but I was also a torture. I'm telling you, dude. Like, Calamity Jane got it the absolute worst, but she was not the only one that I was just like generally torturous to.
Yeah, so why were you throwing these chicks in the torture chamber so badly?
It just depended on like how I was at whatever time.
Misery loves company.
Yeah, I remember her mom said that to me one time, like forever ago. Her mom had me pegged from pretty much the beginning, but her mom was awesome. She was nice to me. She just knew that
Yeah.
I was like a troubled motherfucker or whatever at the time.
Oh.
But yeah, I remember she told me that she's like, misery loves company. I never thought about it, and then I literally remember having like a talk with her. It was like after like right when I called her and told her about like basically like when I had to call her mom and tell her that we've been like doing drugs and shit.
Yeah.
That's like the worst. Like if you think it's bad having to call your own mom and be like, hey, I'm on drugs, I need help. Like imagine calling your girlfriend's mom and be like, hey, I'm on drugs and I got your daughter on drugs. I don't know where she's at, but I need help. Like
Yeah, you're supposed to be the one taking care of her, making sure she
yeah.
her mom pegged you.
her mom deserved to peg me, is what I'm saying. Dude, there's a one of my favorite stories is so I call her mom at like 4 a.m, just one night after life is just falling apart, and basically just tell her
Yeah.
everything. I'm like, yeah, like we've been doing drugs. I don't really know what to do. And her mom, again, awesome as shit, is like, yeah, come over to my house and like I'll help you like get through your detox or whatever I can do, basically.
Yeah.
So I go to her house, and then the next day I'm like I'm sick as fuck. I'm in withdrawal.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, well, I'll take you to the emergency room. And I was like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna tell me I'm withdrawing and get over it.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, doctors can give you something. Like there's stuff. There's a good cocktail. I forget which 5 medications they are, but for heroin withdrawals, they're like a miracle worker.
Oh dang.
It's
Okay.
like an allergy pill, a muscle relaxer, this or that. And that it is. I've never had that same cocktail except for that time that she took me into the ER. But
Mhm.
yeah, so I remember she takes me in. Dude, I'm like fucking dying. I'm like fucking. I got like a blanket wrapped around me, and
You're
we
fucking
get into the
sweating.
doctor, and it's a guy, it's a dude, it's a male doctor, and
Yeah.
he goes, so what is your relation to this guy? And she goes, oh yeah, this is my daughter's boyfriend. And the doctor looks at both of us and is like, you could tell with his eyes, he's like, if my daughter brought home this motherfucker, like,
Yeah, I'm killing him.
yeah, like, why are you bringing this guy to the hospital on your dime? But
Jeez.
no, she was cool like that. It's a bummer. I miss her family like just as much as I miss her all the time because her family was awesome.
Yeah, I
But,
was gonna say, dude, her mom sounds like a fucking champion.
yeah, I was also pretty shitty to her mom sometimes, but not as shitty. Obviously, that wasn't my girlfriend, but I know her mom was great. Her
Why
mom
the
was
fuck
awesome.
is your girlfriend the one that gets it the worst?
My girlfriend's just always gotten it the worst in my life. Like she just has, because she's the one. She's the one that takes me on. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
That's such a funny like way of thinking, bro. That's hilarious.
I've got some. My old counselor and I had some. She gave me some good ideas. Well, she's like, who else am I gonna torture? Like
That's true.
like what? We're gonna punch each other? Like that's really it. It's not the same with guys,
Yeah, you're not gonna beat up your homie or nothing like that.
Well, I mean, but in the back in like the bands, like yeah, we would have, but you would just fight, and then I never got into a fight with anyone in my band. Our singer and our drummer did get in a fight though, and literally they got in a fist fight.
Wait, singer and drummer, which band?
It was Ghost Story, Champagne Girls.
Oh, dang, wait.
This fight was after. I'm pretty sure this fight was after our band had broken up, but I just remember. I don't fucking remember. I just remember they got in a fight in a parking lot outside of the RBU in Davis, this venue that we used to play at.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got in a fist fight.
Damn.
One of them, I would say, won, in my opinion. and
Was it
then
the singer?
he picked the other one. It was the singer.
Nice, good.
And then he picked the other one up and shook his hand, and they got in the car, and we all went home. Like,
Hey, that's some real shit. Sometimes it needs to be like that.
yeah. I remember another friend of ours who was like, he was like there. So those, I don't know, I don't want to get into all these names now, but the singer
Yeah.
and the drummer, I'm sure you already know who I'm talking about.
I know, yeah.
They had one other guy. That guy was basically the Kelly, Miles, and Anthony of Vacaville, is the way that I explain it.
Gotcha. Okay.
So the third guy that was watching this, somebody came out and was like, "Why are they fighting?" or something. And the third guy was like, "Dude, they've been needing to fight for fucking years. Like, this is just
Dude,
how it's."
it's facts. Sometimes it needs to be that way. I had a much less serious version of that in middle school. Two of my friends were just fucking arguing and bickering every day over fucking basketball. And I said, and they were gonna fight at school. I'm like, look, you guys need to fight, but if you guys fight at school, you're gonna get suspended. I said, come over to my house and fight in my front yard instead. And so all my other friends came over and we recorded the fucking fight on the phone.
That's hilarious.
No, it was tight, but they needed to fight. Sometimes you just gotta throw hands, get over it.
Yeah, it just is that way with dudes.
Yeah, that would be like that. But yeah, you can't do that with your girlfriend, obviously. Yeah, and you shouldn't. That's fucked up.
Yeah, no. So I think that's part of why I would just like.
Yeah, there's no easy way.
hardcore.
There really is no easy way to resolve stuff. You really need to like think like hard about it on how to like solve the issue. I actually like your solution of just deleting the social media from the argument you mentioned earlier. That's pretty based.
Yeah, that was like the whole. I was like, dude, I'll delete all my shit too. Like, I don't like I'm I don't care. We'll just hang out and
Facts, yeah.
sit around on Instagram and Facebook all day. And yeah, we didn't have Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or anything for fucking years.
So I bet it was a fun fucking couple of years. You probably had way more free time to do actual cool shit instead of scrolling.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time actually paying attention to Family Feud. I can tell you that much.
Nice. Family Feud's awesome.
Yeah, Steve Harvey is great. Even though I do love Richard Karn.
Yeah, true.
But Steve Harvey is probably the best. Steve Harvey. The thing about Family Feud that's funny is they ask questions. They obviously deserve sex answers. And then when he gets a sex answer, he goes, "Oh my God."
Yeah, he used that crazy ass look. Have you seen that video of it's like the black family against the white family? And then the white lady's like trying to distract the black dude. She's like shaking her tits, and then he starts
Yeah.
barking like a dog.
And Steve's like, "Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you?"
He's like, "Yeah, your wife's right there." And he like, hits him with the papers and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good episode.
That show's hilarious because Steve will ask them questions and it'll straight up be like, "What's your favorite thing a girl does to you in the bedroom?" And then when a guy goes sucking dick, Steve goes, "Oh my God, how could you say that?"
How could you say that?
It's like, bro, you just come on,
Yeah.
you guys know what you're getting.
Mhm. Facts.
I don't let women put hands on me on boxing. It would depend on the situation to me. I think I've talked about this before. Like if a girl's obviously trying to hurt me, like yeah, I'm gonna fucking punch her.
Nah, I think you gotta. I mean, I guess if you had to, you could. I've always thought that if a woman was trying to beat me up, I would really try hard to just like restrain her, like trip
Well,
her and
yeah.
like put her hands behind her back or some shit.
That's what I mean when I say it defends. I've had girlfriends
Yeah.
slap the piss out of me. And most of the time I deserved it. I'm talking like
You've been hit. You've been hit by women.
I'm telling you, like I come back out and like I got in trouble. They caught me. They found out that I cheated on them.
Okay, that's reasonable. Yeah.
So the girlfriend gets a slap, right? I cheated. You found out.
Yeah. I agree with
My
that.
first girlfriend, I straight up walked up to her and told her because it was like my first girlfriend. I was super kind of naive and was like, well, I have to tell her, right? Like that's the right thing to do. And Monday morning, I went up to her at school and like, yeah, I cheated on you. And I remember thinking it was like she was damn, I'm doing like 15. I remember thinking she was like gonna reward me for my honesty. Like, oh, this is
I'll
great.
take you back. Accidents happen. That kind of
She
shit.
did not dump me.
What, dude?
She
That was probably bad for your development.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I think you would have been better off if she did dump you because you would have learned your lesson.
I talked about this with Annie on stream. My first 3 relationships like spell out doom.
Yeah.
I cheated on my first girlfriend. Told her about it. She doesn't dump me.
Yeah.
I do not cheat. My second girlfriend, I didn't cheat physically, but I knew I was getting my third girlfriend before I dumped my second girlfriend.
Oh yeah, they call that monkey branching or some shit.
Yeah, so I dumped my second girlfriend and she screams at me for like 3 hours. And so in my mind, I'm like, oh, it was easier to just fucking cheat is kind of what happened to me then. So then my third girlfriend, I cheated on her the night she became my girlfriend.
Yeah.
I think I've talked about that one. At like a show of mine, we did the whole like, oh yeah, well, cool, you're my girlfriend thing now. And then she left like an hour after, and then I immediately went to hang out with this other girl. Like I was just a fucking animal, dude. I
Dog.
just didn't care.
Yeah,
But yeah, no. So like I would take a slap if it was something like that. And then
that's
yeah,
reasonable.
if
Yeah,
it's a girl who's trying to like punch me, if I can, yes, you literally just hey, stop it, like don't do that.
yeah,
Then there are other situations where, where it's like, okay, if she's actually capable of doing some harm, or if it's like I don't know, she's got some kind of weapon, or like, I'm not just gonna rock off and punch a girlfriend over. But if I have
yeah.
to, I would rather punch the girl than take any kind of physical damage. I had a girl threaten to bring a hammer to school one time. It was actually like the friend of the girl that I cheated on.
Jeez.
And it was a Mexican chick. So for a second, I was like, oh,
Nice.
she might actually bring a hammer to school. And that would really suck.
That's
I'd
fucking
have to
funny.
take the hammer and hit her with it, but she did not bring a hammer to school and hit me with it.
You lucked out. Damn, that's a fucking weird but funny origin story. Like, yeah, your cheating was essentially like positively reinforced in your fucking head.
Yeah, she cried for like a couple days, but she got
Dude.
over it. Or well, no, she didn't get over it because we've talked about it. It was like I can't. It was like within the last. It was like 7 or 8 years ago on Facebook. She brought it up like I on a post of mine or something. I can't remember what I posted. I'm not even kidding. I posted just some random shit. And
Yeah.
she commented and was like, "I'm thinking about how you cheated on me freshman year, and for some reason it doesn't sit well with me." And I was like, "Where the fuck did this come from?"
Yeah, what she expected you to say? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, what do you want me to? I don't know. I can't do anything at this point."
Well, I think it's a little crazy to try and hold someone accountable for some shit they did when they were 14 or 15 or some shit. Like
She wasn't actually.
everyone.
She wasn't actually. She's kind of like that. Like she's not actually mad about
Oh,
it.
she's trolling. That's kind of funny. But
Yeah, she's bringing it up, but she's not being she's not actually mad.
Fizz, Jesus Christ, man. Pardon me.
Oh wait, what did you say?
He says if you live with a woman that hits you, you're just begging to get your cock cut off.
Who is that one girl that cut that dude's dick off like years ago and threw it off a bridge or something?
I never heard about that. Have you ever heard about the guys that played video games together and then one of them like cheated? So the guy found out where the dude lived, drove to his house, and then bit his dick off or some shit.
Why would he bite it?
I have no idea, but I was like, what the fuck? Like that's a crazy fucking story all over a fucking video game.
So is he gay? I mean, you're not biting dick
I
off.
say probably if he's doing all that shit.
Yeah, there was a famous story. I think it was from the 90s. Like I remember hearing about this when I was younger. Girl who cut off, and then the guy got it reattached and went on to become a porn star.
What the fuck? I didn't know they could reattach it. That's hilarious.
Lorena Babbitt.
Oh, Fizz already knows. Yeah, John Wayne Babbitt or Bobbitt,
Yeah,
whatever.
John and Lorena Babbitt. What year was it? They married in 1989, and okay, no, so I didn't hear about it. Well, it was in 1993, 2 months before I was born, so I'm sure I grew up with it kind of in the pop culture zeitgeist.
Yeah,
Yeah, she cuts off her husband's wiener when he's sleeping over something, and then
yeah.
she throws it off a bridge. And they found it, reattached it, and he became a porn star. And it was kind of because it got huge somehow, like the surgery of reattaching it, it became bigger or something.
Nah, he probably got like a fucking implant. He's like, well, they're already doing surgery on my shit. Might as well get it bigger.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, if you have to get that shit reattached, I would just want to die.
If that was an option, I would probably take because like they're already doing surgery on your dick. Why would you say no?
Yeah, dude, I just couldn't even imagine if that shit. I would just kill me. Like,
I remember a funny conversation me and my friends had in high school. Like when you're at war, if you get hit by a bomb, some dudes, their dick gets blown off by the bomb.
oh yeah, just kill me.
Yeah, and we read a story that says that like this guy lost his dick and his balls, and they gave him a new transplant dick, but they wouldn't give him a new pair of balls because that was apparently unethical. So they're
What?
like, you can give him a whole new dick, but nah, no balls, no balls. It's
That's
like,
super
what the
weird.
fuck?
How's it unethical?
I don't know, but we looked into it, and scientifically speaking, like if that guy had kids with his new donor balls, it would technically be the DNA of the previous balls owner.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, maybe that's why they consider it unethical. 'Cause that is fucking weird.
We'll just let him know that, and then I'm sure he wouldn't want to have kids anyways.
Yeah, true. But I thought that shit was fucking hilarious. So yeah, you'll get a donor dick, but at the balls, that's where we crossed the line, bro. We can't get them.
Yeah, that would just like just kill me at that point. I always think about that stuff. Like if I ever got held up, like someone with a gun, they get a star, I'd be like, dude, please, like, just make sure you hit me in the chest or like the arm or something. Like, don't replacement testicles. No, they're probably made out of rubber or some shit.
Yeah. Fucking 3D printed balls.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why simping is such a widespread problem now.
Oh yeah, back to the fucking simping shit. I do. I think it's a way for the power dynamic to completely change. So like I think it's so that like I don't want to be on some women hater shit, but I think it's so that women can get the best of both worlds. They can have these simps buy them all this shit and do whatever, and then they can have the actual dude that they like. So that way they can truly have both. You know what I
Well,
mean?
well, no, I know why girls like it, of course, but why are guys so down to be simped out all the time nowadays?
Because dudes are fucking more lonely than ever.
Yeah, I guess that's true, but it's just like, dude, if you're not getting laid, like, what are you spending? Like, dude, it's like if you're not getting laid, why are you spending money? That's kind of my main thing. Like, aside from like,
Because
sometimes you got to buy dinner before you get, of
of
course,
course, yeah,
there's
but
the natural course of things. Like, I've bought a girl sushi and it didn't work out before, but
yeah.
what are you taking girls on vacations for and buying them AirPods and shit if it's not?
Because these are stupid dudes, right? These are stupid dudes who think like eventually. These are the orbiter fools, like the guys that are the male friends. These are the guys that are just waiting for their chance, but that chance never comes. But they don't know that because they're fucking stupid.
Yeah, they've got to be stupid because it doesn't
Yeah.
take that long to realize when it's if you're getting your chance or not.
Yeah, and I think Fizz has a good point right here actually. He says they aren't socialized anymore. I completely agree. A lot of guys are stupid and they don't know that like women can be bad people too. Like it's like classified as like the angel effect. Like a lot of people think like, "Oh, she's a pretty girl. She wouldn't do something bad to me." When anyone is capable of doing bad shit to you. So yeah, women will totally take advantage of these stupid dudes who get no bitches because, like they're positively rewarded for it in some shape or form. Like they get to like spend time with them, but that's it, and that's enough for these losers.
These have to be the same guys. First of all, these are probably all white guys, I would imagine. And these have to be the same guys that, nowadays when you go to like any of those liberal colleges, they tell all the
Yeah,
white people they're all racist and they
yeah.
believe it. And they're the guys that get on their knees for black people for Black Lives Matter. Like these have to be those same people. Like
I, I'm I'm sure
they
they're among
allow
the same crowd.
they allow people to tell them things about themselves is kind of what I think of it. It's like to me, I'm like, no, you don't tell me anything about me. Like you don't fucking know me. You don't know if I'm racist or not. You don't know if I'm
Yeah,
like a simp or a sexist or not, or you can't tell me I'm an incel because I won't buy you AirPods. And if you do, I don't fucking care. Like fine, like call me whatever. But
yeah. You could just get a girl that doesn't call you an incel. But yeah, like dudes are just so starved for female attention, and I think that that really is the bane of like all the OnlyFans shit. Like it's so like the phone is so dopamine stimulating that these dudes like genuinely are addicted to being retarded. Like,
yeah,
they're fucking stupid, and I'm not trying to, like, give them a cop out as to why they're doing it. I think they're retarded and they shouldn't do it, but I think they feel like they can't help themselves, like, they can't do any better, which is stupid.
dude, I think we're like fucking 8 minutes
So
into
he
this.
literally
Thing. Either way,
I don't know. I'm trying to go like story by story at this point and see what else is coming up.
Yeah.
That caption alone is crazy.
then this is what happens. I need a man that will take care of me financially without asking for sex. Do such men exist? Before any of you take this serious, you have to understand that this is a Nigerian engagement farm account. That's right, this account is based
What the fuck is that?
That's a crazy chain of words I've never heard before in my life.
Yeah, that's awesome.
solely to post the most retarded takes possible in order to engagement farm. And the only people that this really works on is Nigerian people for some reason. Oh, never mind, Nigerians and Jamaicans. For some reason, these two types of people love these kind of accounts. And they get heated in the comments too. This post alone has 20,000 replies.
Jesus.
The replies have ratioed the likes. The trip, $8,743. His face when I said no to being his girlfriend, priceless. You're
Dude,
using this
I'm
man.
killing myself after that.
Yeah, and she's just posting this, dude.
Yeah.
She doesn't even look that good.
I was gonna say she's not even cute, bro. If I dropped 9 grand on a girl that looked like that, and she wouldn't agree to be with me, I would kill myself.
I would never drop 9 grand
Yeah,
on a
I've
girl
never
unless
did.
we were together for like 3 years.
I wouldn't drop fucking $9 on a girl that looks like that. She's not even
Well,
hot,
yeah,
bro.
that is the bottom line. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with these fucking like that's a crazy like I said, I get it. I've bought sushi for a girl. It didn't work, but like 9 grand.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, I get it. Just because he spent all this money doesn't mean that she has to be his girlfriend. But if you didn't have intentions of being his girlfriend, you should have gone 50-50. Or you shouldn't have gone at all. And this is where I start to blame the man, because it's like, dude, if you spent damn near $10,000 to try and win a girl over, you're a fucking retard. And
this guy is spitting.
He's gonna say something about this girl, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
this is also what I mean when I say that these men are making these women feel like they are supermodels or like God's grace on earth. It's like this woman.
Oh, I have thoughts on
with
that
all-
point. I think the true bane of the issue, it's two sides of the coin, right? On one side, you have these retards who drop thousands of dollars on women and make them feel like they're beautiful. And exactly Fizz's point, mid-ass chicks acting like tens is hilarious. But then you have the other side of the coin where sometimes like I'll say like the top of the food chain dudes, like like the top 10% or whatever, will give girls that are not that attractive a chance for like one night. Like a dude that's like considered like a 10 to a chick will give a chick that's like a 6 or a 7 like just a night. But then that chick will walk around acting like she deserves like hella rich, hella handsome dudes all the time, and it just fucks up the whole dating economy, bro.
Yeah, that's probably true. Which is funny because that means to that 10, it was just like a one-night deal.
Yeah, like she means nothing to him, but the girl thinks that since she had that one night with that fool, that she deserves that 24/7. And then she
Yeah.
doesn't give because like, normally she would this simp that gave her $9,000, she would take him any day of the week, a guy that can provide like that. But she probably had like a one night stand with some fucking millionaire dude, and she thinks she can get that all the time.
all due respect is mid. Like, I don't mean that as an insult, but if I were to rate her on a scale of 10, I'd give her a 6. But this guy's out here treating her like he just found some, like, 1 in a million looking girl or something, dude. And if she's using you for vacations, her personality can't be that good either. Like, I know there was somebody who's probably thinking,
Imagine how awkward, because I guarantee you every night in the hotel, he's trying to inch closer to her in bed or something.
Dude, can you imagine on this entire trip, she makes sure he gets rooms that have 2 beds?
Oh, you know that happened too.
That's what I'm
Shit, just
saying.
I've heard of a channel called Home Math. I've never actually watched it though. I might have to check it out.
I think I've seen clips of that too. That's where I read about, or like I've seen videos on that idea that I just said, where like the math doesn't fucking add up, and that's why women are, or, a lot of women have problems with dating right now because they have unrealistic expectations.
I talk about it all the time. I have a guilty pleasure for like the Whatever podcast. I
Yeah,
watch that
yeah,
shit all the time. To me, that's the modern day Jerry Springer. Is kind of what I think of that as.
yeah. Have I told you I've been to where they filmed that podcast?
No, but I believe it because you're close
Yeah,
to there. I think.
yeah. It's in town I used to go to all the time. But yeah,
Isn't
go
it
on.
a nice ass building?
Yeah. I mean, it's not the craziest building all the time, but it's in a nice area. Yeah.
It's so it sucks. I basically just consider myself fucked. Like unless this channel takes off and I become an internet rock star and I start getting my pick, like
Dude, you're not fucked.
first of all, I'm in no situation in my personal life to be pulling girls right now at all. But second
Not
of
yet.
all, yeah, I'm 32. Uh every girl that I went to high school with, except for coincidentally the one that left me on red that I've had a crush on since 8th grade,
Yeah.
is basically married and has kids. Some are divorced at this point. Like
You
I'm
don't
in the range now of like divorcees, which is
you
terrible.
don't need a chick that you went to high school with.
No, I'm just saying, I'm just speaking like to like my age range.
Sure, yeah.
Which is why I constantly say I would much rather pull a girl in her 20s. But if you're
Yeah.
32 and you're going for a girl in her 20s, they expect you to be on the up and up and have money. Like, why else are they
This
gonna
is true.
fuck?
This I see the argument now. Yeah.
And again, I'm on here complaining about how I can't buy cigarettes. Like, so what am I gonna do? Like, hit up a 24-year-old girl and be like,
Well,
"You want to buy me cigarettes?"
it's because you're running your shit. You're trying out this YouTube thing. You could theoretically like go get a trucker job tomorrow and start making hella money and do that, or get a union job and start making hella money and doing that. But you want to do the YouTube shit.
Yeah, I need this shit to.
Yeah, and then shit's gonna
God.
work out. Just keep on trying.
I gotta make a fake commercial for the first time over Christmas break.
Yeah, I do enjoy the Whatever podcast. I do feel bad that the Brian Wilson guy got bitched out by that chick. I don't. I saw the full clip. I see what you're talking about. Like it was taken out of context pretty badly, but I do somewhat see the logic behind the
You
point.
mixed up the names. The host is Brian, and the guest was that Andrew Wilson guy.
Oh, Andrew, my bad. Thank you.
Andrew's the fat guy that's like the king of the debate guys, and yeah, he's the
Yeah,
one that recently she called him out on his wife
yeah.
having kids with
Yeah.
other parents or whatever.
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree, but I do see how her argument does imply that he doesn't follow his own logic. I understand.
Yeah, there's context all over the place. I hate when
Definitely,
people
yeah.
they take the 10-second clip and they're like, "Oh, he lost," but it's like, bro, it was a 6-hour fucking debate. Like, first of all, he shredded her the whole rest of the time. To me, the worst part is that he got emotional. He reacted emotionally, which
No,
I guess
exactly, yeah, because
I could understand. His thing was, she attacked my wife. I'm gonna say something, so I
totally,
get
yeah,
it. But
yeah.
he knows you can't be getting emotional like that on camera. People are gonna use that shit.
No,
Um,
definitely, yeah. Yeah, because I was seeing that argument from her was like her Hail Mary after getting flamed the entire time, and she was like, she whipped
yeah.
out her last weapon and it worked. They got him hella turned.
That's what she had, and so,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's funny because his whole thing is basically, his defense, people will go at him and say that, you devalue and talk shit about women that have kids with men and then, single mothers basically, but you're married to a single mother. And what he'll say is, "No, not necessarily. I only talk shit about single mothers if they continue to be promiscuous or blah blah blah." And he will tell you like, "Oh yeah, my wife was like an exception." And so you take it with a grain of salt. Do you believe him or
Yeah.
not?
Yeah, totally, yeah. Yeah, I can see it both ways. Like, yeah, that could be a flaw in his argument for the lifestyle that he promotes. But also, he does say like, "Well, she didn't continue to be promiscuous. She's loyal to me," which is
Yeah,
an
yeah.
argument
His
to be made.
his wife called into the show like 10 minutes later and bitched out the girl, which was actually his wife is honestly way cooler than him. His wife wrote a book on like the occult history of feminism. I think is what it's called.
Oh shit, that's probably pretty interesting.
And she's actually badass. She'll like handle women like 10 times. Like people that don't like Andrew Wilson. It's funny. It's like, dude, it's actually way worse when you watch his wife because his wife does the exact same thing he does. She debates these people online
Yeah.
and she shreds them like 10 times harder because she's also a girl. So
Yeah.
she's got no interest in like holding back. But yeah, she wrote a book. It sounds like it's interesting. It goes back to I don't even know the people's names, but like the lady that wrote the first Frankenstein book, like her
Yeah,
mom.
Mary Shelley.
Yeah, Mary Shelley's mom was, like, one of the founding mothers or figureheads of, like, feminism back in the day, and, Planned Parenthood started as, like, euthanasia type stuff like that, like, and it gets into the occult and, like, how women were doing, like, black magic with their period blood and it gets into all kinds of
Yeah, dude, I've heard some wild shit about that.
yeah, she's cool. I like watching her more than him even for the most part when it comes to it.
Yeah,
And she's funny. She'll get on and she'll say, "Yeah, Andrew unchained me from the stove today, so here I am to do this debate. Like
nice.
I was allowed to leave the house today."
Yeah, I do think, and to his or her, to his and her credit, Andrew Wilson and his wife, I think even if she were like a promiscuous woman back in the day, like, is it not a good thing and not a testament to his argument that she changed for the better? Like, wouldn't that be a good thing?
That's what I constantly say. It's funny.
Yeah.
They try to hold that against him, and I'm like, dude, I've been to rehab, and the best counselors are the people that used to be drug addicts
No,
themselves.
exactly. It should be applauded that she's making better choices for her life. Like, just because someone fucked up once back in the day doesn't mean that they're complete trash forever. Like, if she did bad shit back in the day and then got better, that would be a good thing. It would be a testament to his argument that living a better lifestyle is better for your life.
Yes, Margaret Sanger, that's the name that I was thinking of, Ship Hiss. And, yeah, Fizz, so, yeah, that's her whole thing. Her kids are from previous marriages. It's not like she was ever just sleeping around, but like we're saying, no matter what she did or what she was doing, um,
Fizz,
even
to
if
think her body count is only 4 is fucking extremely naive, but all right, I understand.
yeah, I'm pretty sure she said it's like 4. She's gotta have more than
No, yeah, no fucking way. I don't believe that for a second. What's up, Dixon Cider?
what's up, man? But, yeah,
Yeah,
no, regardless of whatever her, body count actually is, I don't
yeah.
give a fuck,
Besides the
but
point, yeah, not
if she
important.
was living a shitty life, like we're saying, I would take that as more of a testament to like, dude, she's done both ways, and now she's telling you that this way is better.
It's better. It's better for your life to be, like a more traditional, act like a normal woman. Don't go out there, acting like a hoe and all that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's crazy. They really will use that shit to try and, like, devalue her argument, and
It's
yeah,
just
like I
like the
said,
RFK shit, like, oh, because he did heroin back in the day, everything he says is immediately stupid. It's like, no, like, you can make mistakes in the past and grow and get better and then say, oh, actually doing heroin is bad.
I know one of her husbands was, like, I think, like, a crazy abusive dude, and then I know they had a kid that died.
Yeah,
And,
one of her husbands beat her. I remember that part.
and the kid that died, that's like the worst thing because people will use that against them. And the story is just like the
That's
kid was
terrible.
out hanging out with friends and they got in a car accident and the kid died. And people will bring that story up and be like, Rachel was neglecting her kid. And it's like,
Dude.
it was like a kid that went out to play with his friends and he got in a car with his friends and they crashed. Like she didn't do
Yeah,
anything.
nothing you can do about that. It's just because they don't like them, so they're trying
Yeah.
to use a bunch
And
of and
it's
using the death of a child against you is fucking crazy, man. That's wild.
Yeah, it is crazy. There are people that will straight up get on YouTube and make videos about them, like making fun of their kid's death and saying it was their fault. And the funny thing about RFK is he's literally a Democrat that they pushed to like that's the perfect example of like he is literally a Democrat. He's a Kennedy that they just pushed to the right because he wasn't left enough.
Yeah, they talk so much shit on him. He's like, I actually don't like these people. I won't be a Democrat no more.
Democrats don't have problems with people doing drugs, Hunter. All well, they care if they can use it for their benefit.
That's
You know?
facts. Well, Hunter Biden does seem like the man, but yeah, I agree with you.
Dude, I would party with Hunter Biden.
Dude, his videos look fucking sick.
The thing that's crazy about Hunter Biden is that most people that do drugs don't take videos and pictures of themselves doing drugs.
Yeah,
Like
he's
I can tell
vlogging
you
his
this.
shit.
Like people that do drugs are obviously very, very stupid, but they are at least wise enough to like not take videos of themselves doing the drugs. But not Hunter. Hunter Biden says, "Fuck it, bro. I'm pulling out the camera."
Yeah, because when your dad is Joe Biden, you get away with anything. But yeah, no, I do think that shit's funny. He vlogged all of his drug use and all that shit. It's fucking hilarious. Have you ever seen the video where he tells you how to make meth or something?
Oh yeah, he's like, I don't want to tell you how to make meth, but or
Here's
crack
how you
cocaine.
do
I think
it.
it's crack cocaine.
Oh yeah, something like that. Yeah, no, that dude's fucking awesome. I won't lie.
Oh yeah, liberals definitely like when people. I mean, they tweet
Yeah,
about it
it's
every
sad.
day.
Dude, when Charlie Kirk died, they were all popping off. I'm like, damn, that shit's sad, bro.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
At least
Like
they
I'm
made that sick ass song about him.
like, yeah, I'll joke about anything. I love the "We Are Charlie Kirk" song.
Yeah,
Like, well, at the end of the day, you can't celebrate the guy's death. That's terrible.
yeah. Even if his wife was a fucking sham marriage and all that shit, he probably didn't think it was a sham marriage.
Dude, she's hot.
Nah, dude, I seen her. She was hot back in the day, but now she looks kind of weird. I think it's
I mean, yeah, she's a little older, but I mean, for her age, obviously, she's still hot.
I think it's the devil in her. But have you seen that she's like 8 years older than him?
No, I didn't even know
Yeah,
that.
she's 8 fucking years older than him. That's that even more fucking evidence to point towards it's a sham marriage. But that's neither here nor there.
Absolute gator tail Hunter can probably rip up. Yeah, dude, Hunter Biden's a fucking madman.
Oh,
If he wasn't Joe Biden's son, you know what I mean? Like it'd be that's the unfortunate thing is that people don't like him because he's a politician's kid.
Yeah.
But if he was just like any other guy, people would be like, that guy's the man.
Yeah, no, he seems sick. He's banging hookers and doing coke and shit.
Watch the guy who organized the We Are Charlie. It's an AI song. Were you saying like you saw him type in the prompt and shit? Like he made
it's an AI song.
it is an AI song. Like you can look this up. It was,
Yeah, you told me. You said it's like an AI band, right?
I mean, I guess not a band technically. I don't know, but I just know
like
that it's an AI
fake
generated
band.
song.
Yeah.
Dude, I wonder if there's a no, there's not. I thought maybe there'd be a We Are Charlie Kirk for my soundboard.
Oh, dude, that would be fucking tight, dude.
God, of course there's not. Someone's got to make one. There's no way there's not, actually.
We are Charlie
Yeah, I got to turn the volume down a little bit. Hold on. But yeah, no, cool. We got this on deck now.
Oh, yeah,
We are Charlie.
Watch out, headphone users.
Well, I just want to make sure I pick one. Actually, no, I can do it this way. Let me mess with this for a second. Add to soundboard. Oh, dude, this is gonna be awesome. This is
We're
gonna bring
locked in now.
This is gonna bring the stream up to.
We are Charlie Kirk. I saw a video. This mom was recording her like 4-year-old just running around, and the 4-year-old singing the "We Are Charlie Kirk" song.
Wait, his daughter or just someone's
No,
kid?
some mom was like recording her kid like walking around. You know how kids like will talk to themselves and shit.
Oh
The
yeah.
kid's just running around the living room talking about "We Are Charlie Kirk." And she
Jesus.
was like, "He does not have an iPad. I don't know where he learned this song."
Is that good or should I go lesser?
I can't even hear now. I didn't know you were playing anything.
You might not be able to hear because I'm on preview mode for myself.
Yeah, I think that's why I can't hear anything.
All right, well, fuck. I'm gonna have to set the volume and then I'll save it and then play it really quick.
Yeah.
Hold on, give me a few seconds. Man, this editor really sucks, actually.
Hmm.
All right, let's just try turning it down to 30. Let's see if that works.
We are
Oh, it's so fucking loud, dude.
Yeah, let me turn it down some more. Wait, no.
We are
Oh, that's better. That's not bad.
Should I go less or more?
I would go a little less. But it's almost perfect.
I also want to cut off the intro so it starts right at "We Are."
Mm. The song is so fucking stupid, man. We are
It
Charlie.
really is hilarious.
We are Charlie.
Let's try 23.
Let's hear
Bring
it.
it down to volume 23, and then let me try it out. All right, sound edited. All right, let's see this.
Oh, perfect.
Let's see how long it goes. It's almost done.
Honor his name, man. Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, that's perfect length too.
That shit is fucking hilarious, bro. We are Charlie Kirk. Perfect, man.
Yeah, chat. Tell me how good that volume is. And I'll never let the whole thing play either. That's the funniest
Yeah, just
part.
that "We Are Charlie Kirk" part is definitely good enough. What a banger
Yeah.
song, man. We are Charlie.
Let's see, this is gonna be number 4 on the keyboard.
Nice. And then 7 is the classic.
Yeah, we're set.
500 cigarettes.
Shit pissed and my speakers are cracking.
Your speakers are being blessed, brother. Let's go.
This is a Discord message to you with a YouTube link. Kind of specific time in the video. It's a guy doing the Trump voice singing Christmas fa la la. What?
Volume is good. Thank you, Dix Insider.
Is the volume good on the rest of them too?
Yeah, it sounds good to me, man.
That one's a little loud, but whatever. That's a quick one.
It's like a
so.
second long. 500 cigarettes.
500 cigarettes.
I never even used the. There's really no reason for that one,
Hmm.
but I will turn it down. That didn't turn, dude. Again, this is also stuff I should just be doing.
Nah, you're good. Now it'll be ready for your stream tomorrow. Isn't Gianni coming back?
Yeah, Johnny said he's gonna come back, and then Annie's coming on tomorrow too. I have not told Johnny that Annie's coming on though.
Yeah,
So
I
I
haven't
should have.
seen, Annie hasn't been on stream since that one time she tried to get on when I was on.
Yeah, and her computer wasn't working. That's what happened.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Fight fix.
Oh my god!
I feel like that sounds old as shit by now.
Yeah, it's a classic one. For like the soundboard.
I wonder what else. There's got to be a bunch of other sounds. They're all louder than the Charlie Kirk song. I know that one's the loudest, but I think that one's fine being loud.
Yeah.
Well, the Charlie Kirk song has to be a little quieter because it's a full-blown song.
500 cigarettes.
Yeah, the other ones are just sound bites.
But you know what? I guess I could bump the Charlie Kirk one up like 2 or 3 points.
We are Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, see, that's fine.
Yeah.
This is real production type shit right here.
Like, behind the scenes.
I'll turn down the gong.
We are 500 cigarettes.
Yeah, we're good. We're rolling. This is the best. This is the best stream ever.
Chilling.
There's never a bad. Dude, there's people now doing some kid took a Bluetooth speaker into a library. And
Oh, I see that video.
yeah, that's good stuff. Kids are funny nowadays.
No, facts.
I was gonna say they were funnier than me, but actually that's not true. We were just straight up committing crimes and vandalizing people's houses in like permanent ways.
Oh, with the fucking the water trash can.
Yeah, that's got to be the worst one.
That is the best one.
All right, I don't know. I'm gonna try to run through some more of this really quick, I guess.
For sure.
Thinking, oh, bro, but you don't understand his situation. Maybe she's just really nice and has a really bubbly personality. Dude, she just used the nigga for a $10,000 vacation.
It's definitely a white guy talking, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, white dude saying that word is always funny.
Me, you don't decide what you pay for. Now fund my entire trip,
Jeez.
dude.
Shopping spree, $500. Pay my rent, $1,200. I'm
Dude.
perfect. Groceries. What the hell is this? Is Steam wishlist? They all need to get real jobs. This is pathetic. What is this even? But you know, the stuff like this, it wouldn't exist if they wouldn't actually get paid like this. Even though there's a lot of people criticizing stuff like this on the internet and saying they need to get real jobs, there are still people who hate them.
It's true. There's random guys on the internet that buy random women on the internet just stuff. Like, that's why women have their
wild.
Amazon wish list in their bios and stuff like that.
Play Valorant.
Oh, I saw
That's
this
about
one.
it.
Of course.
Of course. What do you mean? Half your boyfriends play that game too.
I don't have any boyfriends.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have any boyfriends.
Really?
Yo, Maya, you have a fucking wish list on Amazon. Want to make me smile. Who the fuck do you think is gonna buy you shit? It says that nobody has bought from your wish list. Does nobody fucking want you?
Alright, have a nice.
Being a girl streamer and nobody buys stuff for you on your Amazon wish list in the 2025 going on to 2026 simpdemic with massive hoflation is kind of diabolical. I'm willing to bet though that this was the best thing that ever happened to her because some poor sappy motherfucker with no self-esteem saw this and donated something to her. And I gotta tell you, she ain't gonna let you hit, bro.
I don't pay on the first.
Yeah, I bet you someone did buy or something after that.
Oh, facts.
Fizz is just singing about deporting people in chat. Shit piss says, is that Fizz? The fucking gall to put a wish list online. Just let people send you shit. I'm about to put my Amazon. I don't have an Amazon wish list, first of all, but
it wouldn't be a thing if people didn't fucking buy it though. But hey, hit this next clip. I'm actually curious to hear what she has to say.
Date. I thought we could split it. I paid for this makeup, this outfit, and reformer police.
I fucking hate when girls, oh, we pay for the makeup that we wear. Yeah, you wear makeup because other girls will call you ugly if you don't.
I was gonna say, besides that, I do agree you should pay for the girl on the first date though. You should not let the girl pay on the first date.
Oh, no, 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
I've never made a girl pay for anything on a first date.
That's wild.
That's a Charlie Kirk take that guys should pay for.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've seen his clip on that. He's like, I don't care if you have to go into debt.
But yeah, no, I've always been on the first date.
If you take a girl on the first date and make her pay, you're a bitch. I don't give a fuck.
And no matter what, even if she asks you on, which you shouldn't be letting girls ask you out on first dates anyways, but
yeah, but it's not because she's paying for the makeup though. It's because you just need to do it. It's the right thing to do.
Yeah, no, it's I hate girls will say that, oh, well, we spend money on makeup, and it's like, and guys don't give a fuck about makeup. You wear that shit because other girls will shame you if you don't wear it. Makeup should be somewhat illegal.
No, that's ridiculous, bro.
Well, there is a point to, like, I've seen some crazy. Like I said, I didn't know that makeup was such a big deal because I dated a girl that didn't wear makeup for so long.
It's facts, dude. Dating a girl that's pretty without makeup is a true blessing.
And then after, again, another reason how I know I fucked up, I see these videos now where girls will be intentionally doing transformations to be like, look how crazy girls can, and it's like, dude, they look like different people sometimes.
Have you seen the one of the bitch that was probably a tweaker back in the day and she has like no teeth and she puts in like fake teeth and looks like a completely different person? It's wild, man.
I've seen a video like that. Who knows if it's the same one, but yeah, I've seen some shit like that. Too much makeup is what he's saying should be somewhat. I mean, it is essentially like wearing a mask.
Yeah, true. Your first day should be cheap too. It depends, man. It depends.
Depends on the girl.
Yeah, exactly.
If the girl's out of my league and I got lucky, we're going to sushi or some shit. If it's just some fucking whore, we're getting 7-Eleven taquitos.
There you go. Hey, Restream, shout out 100 messages today with Restream chat. Thank you guys.
I'm trying to get fired from my job for my political opinions and then have the far right start a GoFundMe. Oh, you got to call a girl the N-word or call someone the N. That's how you do it.
Dixon Saturday, that is a certified 2025 strat. I like that idea.
I would love to do that. I just haven't had a reason to say the N-word on the stream yet. But yeah, no, that just happened recently. That Cinnabon girl, there was a white chick working at Cinnabon.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah.
They found out she's a Democrat though. She had like Kamala or Joe Biden stickers in her yard or something, which is hilarious.
Damn it! And they just pushed her too far. She crashed out.
But yeah, no, that's a strategy now. You just say the N word, you get in trouble for it, and they'll make a GoFundMe for you.
Shipit says he took his last girlfriend to McDonald's for their first date. Good for you, man.
I knew a guy that took his one of my old friends. Him and his wife divorced actually, but their first date was McDonald's, and he proposed to her at that McDonald's because he was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's our first date." And I remember being like, "Bro, I get it, but you cannot propose at McDonald's. Like, I know it's the first date, but just if it was any other place, I'd say yes, propose to her where you had your first date, but do not do it." He's sure enough.
Dude, I'm laughing thinking of him on one knee proposing the whole time that machine's going off in the back.
What N-word? Neighbor. We're talking about being neighborly.
Now, which friend proposed to his girlfriend at McDonald's?
God, it's even worse. He put her wedding ring at the bottom of a thing of fries. God, you're gonna lie. It was Austin.
Dude, that's fucking ridiculous. At
And
the
yeah.
bottom of the fries.
And he was being sentimental because it was where they had their first date. And that was the one time
Damn.
that I was like, I get the sentiment, I get the idea, but it's fucking McDonald's.
That's
brother.
ridiculous. Yeah, you can't do that.
And he was like where I learned all my game from back in high school. He's the guy that he literally got me my first girlfriend, and then my first girlfriend, my second girlfriend, and then got me kind of started going with my third girlfriend. He's the reason
Damn.
that I got to cheat on my third girlfriend, and then my third girlfriend got in a fight with the girl that I cheated with. Like, he was like
Your
took me under
mentor,
his
bro.
wing.
Yeah.
It took me under his wing, taught me how to straighten my hair. Like, Austin was the guy that like got me started on all that shit. And then years go by, and all of a sudden he's proposing to a girl at McDonald's, and I'm like, bro, I've surpassed you. Like,
Oh, the student surpassed the master. Damn. Dixon Cider.
he gets on one knee and says, I love God, Jesus Christ. Dixon, here are your best options. Call anyone that is tan skin a beaner. Dude, beaner is not even a slur at this point.
I was about to say that's not a slur. I don't think anyone cares if you. Dude, no one cares about racism against Mexicans, but that is neither here nor there.
Yeah, no, that's true. I guess no one really does care about. Like, Mexicans aren't even like, they don't even bring them up when we talk about illegal immigrants anymore. They talk about like Somalians and shit.
Yeah, it's I've been seeing hella shit about Somalians in Minnesota on my feed. That shit is wild, but neither here nor there.
The Somalians just need to stop looking so scary. And I know they can't help it because they're all inbred as fuck, but they just need to stop looking so scary. So there was somebody on Twitter that was like, oh, now that they're going after Somalians, this means they're going to be, what's the thing that cops do that people don't like?
Stop and search.
No, but what's the word for like identifying people by just looking at them?
Oh, fucking what the fuck is the word?
I know, right? Fizz, you got to know what we're talking about. Like,
Yeah, someone.
cops do this shit when when they see someone driving by and they go, I know that's a criminal. I know they're doing something just by looking at them.
Yeah.
I gotta wait for Fizz to come in with this word. I just know Fizz is gonna profiling.
Profiling, yeah, racially profiling.
So
yeah.
somebody on Twitter was like, yeah, with the way they're going after Somalians now, they're gonna be trying to profile black people. And somebody was like, bro, it's super fucking obvious which ones are Somalians. Knock it off.
Dude, they look like fucking like they're all tweaked the fuck out. Like they're like their skin. I don't know, I can't explain it, but they all just have like that really fucking sunken cheek look.
They look like fucking demons, and they got that third world stare where they look
Yeah.
half retarded and like half evil at the same time. Dude, like, I'm not fucking with those people. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I don't care if people. I'm lucky that we have no viewers right now, but even if we had 1 million, I don't care, bro. I'm not fucking with
Well, dude,
Somalians.
and you see the videos of people trying to talk to them. They don't fuck with us either. They're like, oh, I refuse to speak English to you. Especially
That's
on
what I think is
camera.
hilarious
They
about
don't
all
fuck
these
with
white
us.
girls that simp all over these third world motherfuckers, and it's like, bro,
Yeah.
they don't like you. Like,
Yeah.
stop. They
Yeah,
don't
they're-
like you.
They just want to come here for the perks. They don't like American people. That's a crazy thought to have.
Yeah, they don't like you. When it comes to like Muslim people, they literally have a plan in their book to take over the fucking world. Like, they don't. There was a clip that just came out where there was like a bunch of Muslims rallying, and a bunch of libs went up to try to join them, and one of the libs was like, we're on your side, and a Muslim dude was straight up like, no, you're fucking not.
Yeah. Dude, I remember, not to talk shit about people, whatever. Your thoughts are your thoughts. But at my school that I go to, which I of course will not name, there's like a Students for Palestine kind of organization type thing. And I always think about like the liberal students who want to join who aren't like Middle Eastern or nothing like that. I'm like, do you really think they rock with you like that? Like, do you think they would do the same for you? Not in a million fucking years. Well, I mean, maybe some would, but I would assume not.
They use them as fucking useful retards, and you
Yeah.
know. I just saw a clip the other day. Actually, let me see if I can pull this one up. I might not be able to because I might not have sent it to myself. But
Dixie
it was
Cider.
basically it was a Muslim guy, and he was talking about if he was gonna become like a hardcore jihadi like activist or some shit. He's like, dude, I would only vote for left wingers because they're useful idiots and they'll vote for shit like open borders and they'll let us in.
Yeah.
And they won't realize until it's too late and we've taken over. Like I mean, there's literally like they have plans. Like you can find them talking about this shit. It's not,
Yeah,
you know,
it's like
there's that guy that just came out recently. His name's like Watch a Hat or some shit.
it's like that shit in the fucking Talmud, bro, or Talmud, whatever it's called. Like, you know, this is shit that's written down, and the people do follow their religious text, man. It's foolish to think that they don't.
Yeah, no, and it's not hard to find. Like they talk about this openly, especially now they're all on podcasts talking about this shit. And
That's why I always laugh at the people who really try and like stand up for like the the Israelis and all that shit, dude. If you look at what whenever Christian missionaries go to Israel to try and spread the word of God and all that shit, the Israelis will literally fucking spit on them. I'm like, dude, this is what the people think of us in other countries. Like, don't fucking support them.
yeah, yeah, if they don't like me, I have no reason to like them.
Exactly.
I think it's in one of the Muslim books too. They have this plan where they take over the world, or and if people do not agree to convert to Muslim, they have to pay a tax.
Yeah.
So if you're not Muslim, they charge you. You pay taxes because you don't believe in there. So they don't even believe in everyone all the white kids love to talk about separation of church and state. They don't believe in that.
Yo.
They love to talk about women's rights. They don't believe in that shit. Like, dude, they
No.
don't even like some of these places don't even have laws against rape. Like, it's just if you
Nope.
want to have sex with a girl, you just go have sex with the girl. Like,
Yeah, people are fucking wild. They're so scared of separation between, they're so scared of like a church state. But if it were like a Muslim fucking arguing for it, they'd be like, hell yeah, that would be great. Because they're just, fucking stupid, bro. They're stupid.
I found this clip. Fizz probably seen this. He's gonna love this shit. But this is like the best one I can think of.
Yeah.
You have lost. You lost. The mistake that you made is you let us in the first place. See, that's the thing with brown people. I'm going to say this
Guys,
is brown
the
people.
AIS
There's a
force.
lot of us. Like a lot.
Yeah, he does.
I
like
know it's not
1.2
fake, but it sounds fake.
billion in India. There's more than 200 million in Pakistan. There's like 170 million in Bangladesh. Those are just the people there. I'm even talking about the folks who are expats or immigrants. There's a bunch of us. And we breed. We're a breeding people. And the problem is you let us in 1965. There were a few of us beforehand. But once you let one of us in, you know what happens with brown folks? Our grandmother comes, our grandfather comes, our uncle comes, our aunt comes, our cousin comes, our second cousin comes, our third cousin comes. Then we have kids, a bunch of kids. And then guess what? Some white women, the Western civilization women, the pure women.
There was he keeps going on, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally starts off saying, you lost, you let us in. There was somebody responded to this and was like, this guy basically just described his own people as like an infestation of like
Yeah, he makes
cockroaches.
him sound like a fucking parasite.
Yeah, all rats. Yeah, no, and they just talk about this stuff, and they'll tell you, like, the white kids will tell you, oh, you're racist if you say this, and it's like, bro, I'm not even saying, like, they are saying it, dude. Like, all
Yeah.
I'm doing is watching the videos of him telling us that we lost. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no, it's wild. And I also think it's wild that, like these liberal white kids will watch videos like that and think like, oh, it's totally fine that they team up with each other to do that shit. But oh, white people, they can't do that shit. Not allowed. White people can't support each other if that's racist. It's like, what the fuck?
I mean, there's those, if you like look up on Wikipedia or Google, if you look up like Black Pride, it'll tell you, oh, black
Yeah.
people, and then Mexican, and then if you look up white pride, it's like, this is a Nazi, terrible, like everyone else is
Yeah,
allowed to
no,
be.
it's because they want white people to be, separated so they can't fight for themselves. And, like all that shit though, the brown guy was saying like, oh, brown people have more kids. It's fucking true because white people are told like, oh, you're evil, you're evil, you're evil, you're evil. Of course they're not gonna have fucking kids. They're worried that there's some fucking like evil demon or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're like factually, objectively on our way to like we're not at replacement rate as far as how many kids we're having.
Yeah, white people just have less kids because, they're taught all this weird shit. Their minds are filled with all this garbage that's pushed onto them by a certain group of people. But that's just, besides the point. Of course, they're not gonna have kids when their brain is fucking. It's like I talk about all these kids are so depressed 24/7. It's because they're listening to all that bullshit all day, bro.
Yeah, they're all retarded. I was talking
Yeah.
about I didn't end up putting it in the TikTok clip, but I was saying, the people that think that Sydney Sweeney and American Eagle teamed up to spread Nazi propaganda. I'm like, yeah, of
Yeah.
course everybody's depressed and anxious. They think Nazis are taking over the world through American Eagle clothing commercials.
Yeah,
Like,
a fucking jeans commercial, and they're depressed and they're not having kids, and they're just being fucking weird because they have all this bullshit going in their head all day. It's fucked up, man. It really is. The strategy against the Caucasians is working. That shit's fucked up.
yeah, I definitely think I think the over like hardcore politicization of everything has been terrible for mental health. Like back in the day, people used to watch the news for like an hour and that was your politics, but now it's just constant. Like TMZ posts about Donald Trump more than anything.
Yeah, and there's like the weirdos that say, "Oh, well, if you don't care, then you're part of the problem." Like, no, sorry, I care about my own life more, and I don't really want to get involved in all that shit.
I think white people shouldn't have opinions about their homeland. Yeah, no, they'll tell you that white people don't have a homeland. It's funny because they'll say white people stole this land. They need to go back to their homeland. But if I were to go back
Ha
to
ha
England,
ha.
that's currently being overrun by Muslims right now, and they'll
Well,
tell them that.
well, and the funny thing is, they'll defend the other people that are moving here, like the Muslims and shit. But then, like they'll be like, "Oh, but the white people, no, you can't stay." But the Muslims who aren't here originally either, oh, you can stay. And it's like,
Yeah.
where do you draw the line then, bro?
Someone pointed out, I can't remember who it was, and I thought it was actually kind of funny. He was like, "You ever notice how funny it is that, like, if I were to go tell someone I'm a native Californian, they'll say, 'Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.' But if I say I'm a Native American, they'll have a real problem with it."
True, true.
He's like, "Bro, yeah, you were born in California. You're a native Californian, But it's like,
Yeah.
bro, white people have lived here for hundreds of years at this point.
Yeah.
But they'll tell us that the Muslim that just moved into town 4 months ago
Oh,
is
he can
just as
stay though.
American as all of us."
Yeah, and the
But
whole
we're
time he's only speaking Somalian and shit.
Yeah, no, the whole thing is ridiculous. The new guy in Discord just messaged the Discord and said, "Is anybody still online?" I don't know. I just got an alert for that. I didn't realize Discord sends.
Tell him to quit
There.
being a bitch and get in stream.
Well, Annie's talking to him.
Oh, okay.
It's Annie's friend. We talked about this. Annie brought this
Yeah.
guy along.
Is
I
he
guess
also a vampire flirting with minors?
No, he lives in Berlin. So he's. I asked Annie if he's done with Hitler, and she said she didn't say yes or no. But then I said, she said he's from South Africa and he just moved to Berlin. And then she said he just got dumped by a girl and he's kind of bummed out. So she put him in the Discord. So I was like, this guy just got his heart broken. So you bring him to the Discord where far right Fizz can like make racist jokes or something. And
Yeah.
she said, oh, he's down with that. I was like,
Oh,
okay, so
okay.
maybe this guy's racist and he's cool. I guess we're gonna find out. Fizz just went and said we on stream.
We on
It
stream,
was just
get
funny
on.
because I was gonna call it here pretty soon, but I guess I'll wait a few minutes and see what they say.
Oh, dude, Dix Insider. As much as I love UC Davis, dude, a lot of the people that go there are so fucking stupid, which is a shame because it's such a nice campus.
Yeah, Davis as a town has really gone downhill.
Dude, it sucks because Davis is such a nice little town, like nice parks. The campus is really nice to walk around, but the people that go there, a lot of the students are just so fucking stupid. And even the ones that aren't stupid are forced to act like they're stupid to please the stupid ones. That's really the bane of society right now.
Yeah, no, I've always loved Davis. It is a huge bummer. Hey, what's up, Annie? I
What's up,
just
Annie?
saw you in Discord. But yeah, no, it is a huge bummer because yeah, I've always loved Davis. We used to go there all the time, and now
Yeah.
it's just kind of I was in the last time I was in Davis, I was in Starbucks, and I'm not even kidding. This dude must have been like fucking 6'6". He
Yeah.
walks in full beard, wearing a straight up green dress with an open back, and his back hair is just fucking rabid.
The
And
lettuce is flowing.
I'm like fighting for my life to not laugh because I'm in Davis. Like I know I can't laugh at this guy.
Yeah.
This guy looked like the fucking Wolfman in a dress. Dude, I'm not even kidding. And I'm like holding back tears. I'm like, dude, I need to fucking get the fuck out of here. Like I got my drink and I ran out the door so that no one saw me laughing at this guy.
Dude, facts, and they expect you to not laugh at that shit when in reality it's fucking hilarious. This fucking 6'6" should have been a basketball player ass fool is wearing a dress, and we're just
Yeah, it's
supposed
just
to
like,
act like it's
dude,
normal.
if you like put an effort in, I'm not gonna like, you know what I mean? Like I won't laugh if you put in some effort and like no one actually cares about passing. I
Yeah.
think what happens is they want attention and they want you to laugh. They want to go out and cause problems because Like I said,
Yeah.
this guy literally looked like the Wolfman in a dress. Like, you look
Yeah.
stupid. You look funny. You're gonna gain attention. If you really believed you were a woman, you would put a little effort into looking fucking womanly.
Exactly, bro. I completely agree. Like for the people, and I don't agree with this, of course, but like for the people that's the way they want to live their life, I don't really give a fuck. But if you put effort in, okay, whatever, it's cool. But if you're the fucking wolf man in a dress, like I might laugh because it's funny at the end of the day.
Yeah, COVID exposed everybody, really. I'm fond of the saying, "Who you were during COVID is who you really are."
Yeah, true.
And yeah, COVID exposed a lot of fucking people and a lot of things. And it also introduced me, like, I remember when I was working at a grocery store during COVID, our boss was cool as fuck, and that's how I was, like, able to learn, like, cool people. Like, if you take the mask off and they were fine, then you're like, "Oh, this guy's actually kinda cool."
This guy's a chiller.
We switched because of, your
Yeah,
school schedule?
Andy, my schedule is different now. I used to be busy on Tuesday, Thursday, and now I'm busy on Monday, Wednesday. So we're doing Tuesday nights from now on.
If everything you do is pretend, I can't understand people who still
But
wear masks.
sometimes it's not pretending. It is harder to understand. What's up? Is this Nibs McGee?
Yeah, we gotta think of a name for this guy now. That kinda looks like Pikachu. I know it's not, but I might just call this guy Pikachu.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Or
yellow
Neeb,
rodent.
or I could call him Neeb.
Yeah, Neeb McGee.
Usually everyone gets called the first syllable of their name. Like Fizzlegig is just Fizz. But there's exceptions, like Dixon Cider is just full on Dixon Cider. Shit
Yeah.
Piss, even though his name, I mean, that does spell shit piss. It's just with the no vowels, I think. Um, yes, because they're desperate for attention they can get because the only thing that they ever had to take care of them was
Oh, Ni Hao Kailan. It was a show on Nick for Kids in like 2007.
okay. I'm glad you were there to spell that one out because I had no
Yeah, I
idea.
always saw commercials for it. It was like a little past my time.
All right. Well, I guess while we're going, I'll go for like another 15 or 20 minutes or so. We'll see what's up.
So
Pilates for stamina in case this goes somewhere. What have you paid for?
This is the type of ego that women get after being treated like this. Like, we have off-brand Ellen Page here thinking that she actually had a point. This doesn't even make sense. Okay, so you paid for your makeup and your Pilates stamina, whatever. So if you were dating an attractive guy, he paid for a gym membership, expensive food to look healthy, skincare, razor blades for grooming, haircuts. You got
Yeah, the whole like, well,
True,
I
yeah.
had to pay for my makeup. It's like, bro, you realize everyone pays for all their shit, right? Like, you're not
Yeah.
special.
True.
to argue that men get more haircuts than women, especially before a date.
My rent, my car, same. We pay for all the same things, but I have the girl tax on top.
I'll spare you guys the rest of the video. Basically, she wins an argument against herself.
In the life of a girl who makes $50,000 a week pre-chewing food for toothless men.
That's fucking wild.
That's actually awesome. Annie. That's the only girl in chat. Annie, why have you not gotten in on this genius business strategy? 50 grand a week to
Yeah,
chew
50
food?
grand a week. Fuck it, dude. That's like 200 racks a month.
Dude, I would like, I'd be raping her grandpa for 50 grand a week, dude.
And online.
Ugh. That's disgusting.
This morning, I got an order in from a regular named Greg who really misses eating chips and guacamole. For the past 2 years, he's only been able to eat the guacamole, so I'm really grateful I get to make a difference in his life.
You're not really making a difference, though. If anything, you're making his life worse. Like, this guy developed some weird parasocial fetishized relationship with you when he could have been spending money on getting a new set of teeth. Like, the $50,000 a week, which is an
That is true. He could have got some nice teeth.
Yeah, he could have got some nice dentures instead of paying this chick to chew his food.
He's gonna go with Colander. Yeah, no, Dixon Cider is the way to go. Dare you imply that all women are not special little snowflakes? The thing is, I generally do think, like I've talked about it with Mark
Yeah.
on here, how like I consider pretty girls, anyways, to be like works of art created
true.
by God, whereas men look like primitive and kind of archaic. But it's just some girls, their personality is just shit, and there's a lot of guys with shit personalities too. But with girls, it's just like the shitty personality on girls is a lot different than
Yeah, it comes out a lot differently.
yeah, like guys are just retarded and girls are like also retarded, but kind of like in a conniving way. Like
I was gonna say,
usually-
girls are more scheming when it comes to being evil. It's like a conniving plan.
yeah, and then you add the general retardation on top of that, and you kind of just get this mess.
Yeah.
insane number, by the way, but the $50,000 a week can't be coming from one person, obviously. But how many customers do you think she has? They all have to be at least spending $1,000 a week on her. I'm sorry, but if you're spending that kind of money instead of trying to actually improve your health the smart way, you deserve not to have teeth, man. Where the fuck does a toothless man get $1,000 a week? I mean, she robbing a bunch of old dudes of their social security check? I mean, she's either robbing a bunch of old dudes of their retirement funds, or she's preventing actual young men from getting a healthy set of implants into their mouth. Yeah, you're making a difference in his life. Whatever helps you sleep at night, yeah, making a difference, and the difference is a net negative. But really, can I even blame her? She's just tapping into a market full of retarded guys.
Yeah, that's kind of sometimes where I end up taking the side of the girl. Like,
Yeah.
if the guys are retarded enough to give you money to chew food, like, I would do it.
Yeah, Dixon Sider is absolutely right. Most guys are controlled by lust. Dude, it's the reason it's one of the major sins.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense to put
Yeah.
it as one of the 7 deadlies because it's just so easy to control a guy through.
Dude, it is. That's the reason why it's one of the major sins. It can really fuck up your life.
Yeah, guys, it's just there really is like a simp epidemic. It's worse than COVID.
It's
Like a real
category.
epidemic.
Women who cheat. Now, yes, both genders cheat, but you know what? Let me just show you the videos and let it talk for itself.
Fucking loser. You piece of shit caught in the day. Bro, you're good. Hey, props up to you. Dude, come on. What do you mean, come on? You understand she had my child and killed it with an abortion?
Damn.
2 years we're together with a wedding ring? Cheated on me 7 times? Here's 8?
Dog. 8 times?
Why are you getting cheated on 8 times?
I was gonna
though?
say 8 times is fucking wild. Why are you still with her after she killed your baby too?
Like,
Probably
I
not
lo-
even his.
I lose my sympathy after you get cheated on 8 times.
Yeah. Dude, I have no sympathy after once. If a chick cheats on you and you stay with her, anything that happens after, that's on you.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, they're just jerking off with the chewed up food that she gives them.
Ooh.
Yeah, no. Once someone cheats, it's you got to just you know. I mean, yeah. What else? Yeah, what else you gonna do? Like,
Anything else after is your fault. You should have broken up with her.
yeah, you know it will happen again.
Yeah.
Times? At what point are you going to start blaming yourself for this? I mean, after the first time, you would have thought about calling it quits, but the 7th time, now going on to 8th? And he's talking about an aborted kid. Like, dog, how do you even know that was yours, bro? Maybe she was hiding evidence.
You are the biggest scumbag ever. Cry your eyes out, play a victim. We just caught you caught. Finish his dick. I'll see you later.
That is a
Oh,
wild...
this guy's a fucking crazy cuck. No, fuck
What do you
this
mean?
fool.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, suck his dick and I'll see you later. Nah. Yeah, so we didn't need that.
Yeah, that sentence should never leave your mouth,
Yeah, nah. If I'm that guy, I'm going and buying a gun, killing myself.
dude. Again, I'm raping her grandpa.
8
I
times.
I wish I could make a soundboard of that.
That would be awesome.
Let me see if I can even look up raping her grandpa.
Yeah, Dixon Sider's right. After 8 times, you're a certified cuck. You really don't give a fuck about yourself.
No, there is no. I wonder if I can make my own.
I say, you could definitely make a soundbite. I'm sure you could just make it like you make ringtones on an iPhone.
Yeah, but I'd have to do it on this app that I'm using, and I don't think I can. Yeah, no, and if I look up even just her grandpa, nothing comes up. Oh, whatever. At least we got the Charlie Kirk song. That's all we needed. Didn't need that visual. At 8, you're a certified. Yeah, no, at 8. I mean, there's no sympathy for you at that point.
Yeah, anything after, like I said, anything after 1 time, that's your fault.
Yeah.
To say, like, what does that even mean? You'll see her later. Does that mean eventually we're gonna see attempt number 9? Honestly, bro, you can have her. Now that I think about it, yeah, maybe it's best if they stay together. Now that he's desensitized to the cheating, than her going and ruining some other guy's life. I just want to see a woman cheat and the man stay.
Ugh.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh my god, this has got to be a humiliation ritual, dude. Imagine your girl cheated and you forgive her. Now she's gloating about it on social media. I feel like this is something that should be staying secret and just between the two of you.
Yeah, the fact that
really
they're proud
makes
of
a
it is
dude
fucking wild.
Yeah, they're out here posting about it.
Stay in a relationship like this? Is it really just the fact that they just get no? The thing is I refuse to believe that's the reason. Like, there's some kind of like psychological like manipulation or something that's got to be going on, man. When your girl leaving the house in coochie cutters, a see-through bra, and devil horns, but you can't say nothing because it makes you insecure.
We were just saying that.
Yeah, that's always the fallback. Oh, if you don't let me leave the house like this, you're insecure.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up,
Hey,
the more?
what's up, the more? Hey, Dixon Cider, all kinds of women cheat. It is what it is, especially in today's day and age. It's because people don't get shamed for shit like that no more.
Mexican girls are probably cheating a lot nowadays because they've basically become a meme. Like, it's kind of a meme to talk about Latinas, and they're riding that high. They're like famous now.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I've always seen the argument that statistically, men and women cheat at about the same rate, but I don't believe in that. I think men just get caught cheating more than women do because women are smarter about that shit.
Yeah.
It was a joke.
Do you remember that video of the girl talking about letting her ex-boyfriend busting her and then her boyfriend eating her out and not noticing it?
Ugh, no, I don't know about that video.
So I actually have a crazy theory about that video. I don't think I can find it because
I don't even know what would you search to find that video.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be a short clip. I wish I could find it, but I have a theory that
Yeah,
I
let's
think
hear
kind
it.
of makes it worse. So it's hold on, I'll try one more time to find it, girl. Yeah, I don't know. So it was viral for a while. It was just this girl on one of those podcasts, and they were talking about like, what's the worst thing you've ever done?
Yeah.
And shit piss, I actually agree. I can't stand Mexican music for the most part. Latinos do not date. Either you're engaged, married, or play in the field. But so they were talking about the worst thing they'd ever done.
Yeah.
This girl was like, yeah, one time I was in bed with my boyfriend and my ex hit me up. So I drove down to the gas station. I fucked my ex in the parking lot. I let him finish inside me. And then when I got home, my boyfriend woke up and he wanted to fuck. So he ate me out and he ate my ex-boyfriend's shit out of me. And he couldn't even tell. And he doesn't know to this day. I don't believe that story because what guy is eating that shit out of a girl and not able to tell? Like, you're
Yeah.
gonna know.
How would you not? Yeah, how would you not know? Yeah.
So my theory is that she's making that story up, which to me makes it an even sadder and darker world that girls are making stories like that up for clout. Like, that's some kind of
Yeah.
clout. Like,
Yeah,
you
like
post-
like they think it's cool that they made the guy go through that shit. If it were real.
Yeah. And yeah, to me, that's even worse than, I mean, no matter what, it's shitty, but it's just worse to like that even did happen or that it didn't happen because she's making it up because she thinks it sounds cool that she
Yeah,
cheated on her boyfriend.
The fact that a story like that gets her social clout, only with other women, keep in mind, that gives her social clout, is the sad state of society we're in.
Got some great sound bites here. Oh yeah, we're talking real sound bites tonight. But yeah, no, girls go on these podcasts and they tell these stories, and yeah, they get clout among other girls, and no, I don't believe it at all. There's no way, like, unless the
No
guy's
way.
a straight up virgin who's never eaten one in his life, and he thinks that like ooey stuff comes out of it like that. Like, that's no
Yeah,
guys.
what would lead him to think that that's normal? Especially, I'm sure that doesn't happen every fucking time. Like he should be like, oh, what's wrong?
Freak people out. This guy's talking about himself for
Oh
some
hell no! Do not clip this shit up and make it think it's us talking about this shit. Hell no.
No, I haven't even been clipping the YouTube channel lately, anyways, for the shorts.
TikTok is the way to go. Just talk about the same shit in your car, and it does better.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing on TikTok. I'll just do a video in the car or in my room or whatever. Because it gets more views that way.
Yep.
It sucks. I'm talking about being out of cigarettes and now I'm broke. The reason I can't buy cigarettes is because I have to pay for the streaming service, and then I got to pay for CapCut. But I'm pissed because I should have let CapCut go for the month because I haven't been even using CapCut because I've just been using the TikTok editor. And so, fuck, I could have bought more cigarettes. But
500.
yeah, no. So as soon as we get off of here, I'm just going to be in a bad mood instead of going out and doing my normal ritual. Which was not the point. The point was me talking about video editing and using TikTok instead. If it's queefing before you touched it, it's used. Jesus Christ.
It's used in all caps.
Yeah, he had to capitalize that whole thing. About 75% of the shit chicks say on TikTok are all lies.
Yeah, it's all just weird flexes they're trying to make to other women about how horrible they are to dudes.
At least for sure on those like dating style podcasts.
Yeah.
When girls get together, not even the dating podcast, but the ones that are like the call her daddy, like that type of podcast shit.
Yeah,
like,
that
those
genre.
ones are, yeah, when those girls get together, shit just gets ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy how weird of a turn like modern feminism has taken. Because you think about back in the day, they just wanted to vote, and now it's like making up fake stories about how badly they treat men.
Just because he said it. Yeah, yeah, I know. All the old ladies up in heaven are probably just bummed out looking down every
Oh,
day.
probably mortified, bro.
Yeah, this fakery has really helped with people's discernment, not just believing everything that is said anymore. Yeah, but now it's to the point where it's just like I just don't believe anything half the time.
Yeah.
Like I'm more inclined to believe. Like I'm nowadays. Sometimes I'm more inclined to like not believe like what I see on the news, but like I'll believe the news before I just believe a girl talking on a YouTube channel or a TikTok or some shit. But
Yeah. We got Nibs McGee with a late comment. 8? Question mark.
what about 8? What did we say about
I
8?
remember the guy got cheated on 8 times, and he was like, "I'll see you inside."
Yeah, 8 times. 8 fucking times. You know what they say about that? Or I guess it'd be would be more
Yeah,
accurate.
I'll go Undertaker, yeah.
I should not believe anything. Beliefs are for lazy. Lazy, know or don't know, or for the lazy, know or don't know. Yeah, this is true. Shitpiss, what is your crazy thought? I gotta get off here soon, so whatever you guys
Yeah, me
got,
too. Yeah, let's
finish
roll.
up real quick.
We are Charlie
I like that it's the first line, the whole line.
Facts. That's the crazy thought. We are Charlie Kirk.
I'm what's known on the streets as a victim blamer. You tell me Chris Brown beat up Rihanna. My first question is, well, what did she do? Dave Chappelle. Oh, that's Dave Chappelle, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was a joke. Which I
I'm not a
mean,
victim blamer, but I will listen to both sides before I, nowadays we have a real problem with people just immediately side with the accuser. They don't even bother listening to both sides. Or great to catch up before you call it. You two get together for Christmas. Probably. Are you going to mom's for Christmas?
yeah, I'm going to mom's for Christmas. I will be there.
Yeah, I'll probably be there Christmas week, is what I think. I'm assuming.
Let's go. I'll be there then too. Right on.
I got to make a commercial. I was gonna make someone be the cameraman.
I'll be the cameraman.
Either you or Nelron. But yeah, I just need. I've got the idea. I'm gonna do the the party water boy rental service.
Right on.
I'm gonna call it Thirsty Girls. That's the only name I can really think of.
That's a good one.
Basically, just when girls are going to a party, they can rent a water boy for the night to follow them around the party with waters.
It kind of honors your old band name too.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
And there will be no fat girls allowed to use the service. I've got the dialogue written for the commercial. I need to find girls that will do like fake review videos, but that's something I'll have to figure out. Kind of think that anyone who's married, their high school sweetheart is miserable. See, I always kind of wish I got to marry the girl my like high school girlfriend. It would be the girl whose name starts with A, one of the girls' names that I don't mention on here, but I would have married her. I would have married her. Like I said, she grew up real well. Like we're still cool. I sent her a reel the other day that she thought was funny.
Nice.
But when I go into the old person's home to visit my grandma, some of the older ladies would say some weird sex shit to me. I can't imagine what modern women will say.
Awesome.
Oh, dude, I think about that all the time. Like millennials and Gen Z, we're gonna be like the stupidest old fucking people like of all time.
Yeah, if we don't, microplastics don't get us first. Damn, that's sad. The more I'm sorry, bro. Hope you're doing all right.
That was what I'm pop today. Yeah, fucking A. I'm terrible at like the sentimental stuff, the sad stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Sentimental stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be terrible. I guess there comes a time when everyone's health fails in general. Even that sentence is like depressed, like just health is failing.
Yeah, it's sad. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, that's bad. I'm glad you came by and stopped by.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing all right.
And we're not, like I said, we're not going to keep you too long, anyways. We're gonna let you get back to real life because we're both gonna get off of here soon. It's gonna be
Yeah.
retirement homes are gonna be fucking terrible.
Oh, dude, can you imagine the dialogue going on in a Gen Z retirement home?
Yeah, millennials and Gen Z. To me, millennials are the worst generation of all time. I maybe it's because I'm a millennial, so I hate millennials, but I think millennials have taken the trophy from boomers as the worst generation of all time.
Oh, dude, I agree. I actually think the kids of today are seeing how bad the millennials are and how fucking
Yeah.
weird they are, and they're seeing that shit and they're going the other direction. They're like, no, the old people had it right. We need to be more traditional.
That's why you've got like the Groypers coming up because
Exactly. That's what
they see
causes that shit.
boomers and they see the millennials and they're like, whoa. Sounds like a sitcom. Yeah, yeah. Millennials and Gen Z in a retirement home does sound like a sitcom for sure.
Yeah, well, because you have millennials, and then you have like the older people. You have older people with regular families owning houses, having kids, and then you see millennials with like 30 cats, and you're like, well, what do I want for myself? I'd rather be a normal person.
Yeah. All right. Well, shit. Oh wait, Fizz is right here. You mean pretending you have emotions? Wait, well, who's pretending to have emotions?
He says, I think he's making fun of you because you said you're not good at sentimental shit.
Oh, yeah. No, I am bad at like when Johnny told me the stuff about his mom. I said like, hey, I'm not good at this stuff, but I hope that shit's going well. Like as well as it can go, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah.
People that have been my friend, they know how it is with me. Like I'll say like a word or two, and they understand. It's like Vegeta saying like one or two nice words. Like,
every now.
oh, I know how he is. Like that means he's
Look at this guy comparing himself to Vegeta.
Dude, Vegeta is the greatest of all time.
He is the greatest of all time.
Study, work hard, game hard. It's true. It's true. All right.
Yeah.
You guys want to all get out of here? I'll blow out some eardrums.
Let's do.
Oh, we got a good sized chat right now. Thanks for this. Is all the regulars, I think, right here. Fizz.
Yeah, hell yeah, it's a
More.
great stream. And we got the new guy, Nibs McGee. Thanks for pulling up. I hope you guys have a great day.
Well, wait, what are you calling him?
That's his name, Nibs McGee, no?
Nibs McGee?
Yeah, it's NIHBPS Nibs McGee.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll call you Nibs.
Yeah.
It'll be like my short name for you. If you ever come back around, I hope you do.
Yeah,
it looks like a mix of it looks like the dog from Adventure Time is kind of what I'm seeing from here.
Oh yeah, Jake.
Yeah. But yeah, right on. We're gonna hit the outro, gonna blow up some eardrums, and you guys, I'll be back on tomorrow, probably, hopefully with Johnny, and I think with Annie also. So whoever else is around tomorrow, Wednesday at 6. Hopefully I'll see you guys then.
I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Peace.
All right, later.
And we're all here today to groove and have a beautiful time together, and that it's only the beginning.